Okay, we're starting early. We are starting early. Here's Tibbit in her little ranger gear. She's so cute. Alright, let's go see if we can find some rangers to finally do our first thing. We should probably find a doctor first, but you know, Tibbit ain't gonna fucking do that, let's be honest. S-Safe is not tomorrow, that's gonna be on Tuesday. Yes, welcome in everybody. Today will be the first day, of course it's raining, of Tibbit's Rangering Day. Rangers basically go around. Rangers basically do what Tibbit has done anyway, just not without the help of a tip line, which is just find people. Granted, I don't go out looking for people; she just finds them. But now it's official. She'll be able to pop out more. But I will be very transparent with you guys. This is just an arc, and she may not even get her green poncho, depending on how things go. How was Civ yesterday? Oh, it was delicious. Wink. I think Rangers make like $6 or $7. I forgot. We should probably get some food. We should go see a doctor as well. Tibbit does technically have an infection. I'm not logged into the fucking TeamSpeak as usual.
Excuse me.
Howdy.
Anything else? Just let me know.
Alright.
Did you get any blood yesterday? Uh-huh, I did. Are there any rangers around? Yes! There's rangers around. We really should go see a doctor, though. I rolled a 4. I'll do it in my own time. I told you yesterday to behave. No.
Kind of stuff. So I hope that things change. Howdy, Tibbit. How you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. Ranger recruit Tibbit at your service or whatever the fuck you want to. What do I say when I come here?
Oh, this is you're Tibbit. I've heard so much about you. You're your house lady.
Yes, I thought we've met before, haven't we?
I don't.
Maybe
I don't
not.
think properly. No.
Not properly, right?
No. Maybe I know we talked the other day. You're on the porch, but I didn't know you were Tibbit.
Oh, yep. My name's Tibbit. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I can tell you, Hal really adores you.
Oh.
It makes me happy to see you. You got a gray. We're all gonna. It'll be fun to go all out together. I love doing patrols and search and rescue with Mr. Al.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a great time.
So what do I do? I signed in. I just signed in. So there's that.
So how do I word things? Words are hard. What you normally do is if you don't see anybody at the lodge, is ride to another telegram station, pop a telegram through to Ranger, let them know that you're around. And any Ranger that's clocked on will telegram you and let you know where to meet them.
Okay.
Just because Strawberry's a little bit of a safety hazard for the Ranger sometimes.
If you knew where I go by myself, I think you'd be okay with me. But anyway, yeah, I'm already. Should I telegram or since I'm already with you, it's fine.
Oh, you're all good, yeah.
Only they knew what trouble she got into.
Step up right in front of you, sir. How can I help?
Well, there, Cowpoke. Name is Samson Graves, and I'm meandering around town looking for a feller named Charlie. Or Madam, I'm not too sure, but
Oh, Charlie Slack? She's
that's right.
I've not seen her today. Probably best bet is to pop a telegram her way, and she'll get back to you as soon as she can.
But she does frequent these parts
Flax
around here.
has a sister?
Yeah, she normally goes between home and here. I also work up at the stables up there. So if it's any immediate services you need, then I'm more than happy to help as well. But she does manage the horse rescue.
Right, that's what I wanted to get into contact with her with. I just blew into the crossing about half an hour ago, and someone recommended the Wild Mountain Horse Rescue in lieu of
Discord Max, thank you for the
picking up
resubscription.
a
9 months,
nag at
man.
the
Appreciate that a
Valentine
lot.
Stables. That's why I'm down here.
Well, that's amazing. I definitely recommend Charlie. She's amazing with horses, and she can pick the right horse for you. I'd definitely say best course of action is to pop her a telegram. She's normally around a little bit later in the night, as far as I can recall. So she'll probably pop down in a few hours here and check in.
All right, then. I'll keep it in mind. I already did send her a telegram. Caught her advertising in the newspaper, so just a matter of waiting for right now.
Yeah, well, if you need any advice or any assistance, then
This
let
gray
us
actually
know.
looks
I'm more
really
than happy
good.
to
I
help.
kind of like this. There's a little bit accents of blue,
I suppose I could ask a few questions here.
and then if I take the poncho off,
As
it still looks good. Ah!
what's the term here? As far as the generosity
Still
of
looks
Wild
good, even when I
Mountain
pop everything
Horse
off.
Rescue extends here. I don't mind anything more than a nag, of course, but are there any of these high quality horses, or are they just whatever y'all are left with when some 10-cent fella leaves their horse with you?
From what I've seen, it's a bit of variety. We've had Mustangs. I actually picked up my thoroughbred from the rescue. It's kind of just, if people have horses that they no longer ride, no longer use, whether that's a Foxtrotter or a Morgan,
Lewis, welcome in.
we take them on and we get them where they need to be and, send them on. So, got a wide variety of horses, and they're very good prices as well, I found.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, I suppose I should find some way to rustle up a few extra dollars then. I weren't sure if they were well, free ain't the right word, but discounted, I suppose.
Well, I mean, if you have a passion for horses, then I think you and Charlie could definitely talk something out. The prices are set in place not to necessarily make profit, but to break even and make sure that we got enough money to get stuff going. So,
Of course, keep the business flowing.
but I highly recommend fishing if you're looking to make some extra money. It's
Fishing.
very, yeah, it is amazing. There's a lot of fun. I personally enjoy it a lot. It's how I make my money. When I'm not being a ranger, of course.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're a ranger.
Yeah, this is the.
I got my glasses adjusted finally, my new ones, and they're so much better. Alright,
I come from Montana way, you see.
Yeah, I'm from Montana.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, how
What
about
town
that?
you from, Phil?
Sawyer.
Well, I didn't really grow up in the towns. I grew up just on my family ranch out in the middle of goddamn
Oh, it's
nowhere.
it's the frog man.
Oh,
I will be right
Yeah.
back. But
With a bunch
if you
of
have any
lambs.
questions, then Shepard will be very willing to answer them. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'll be
that's
back
you
in a
there,
minute.
fella? Shepherd?
Yeah, I'm from Shepherd.
Oh, my name's Rain, by the way. It's nice to meet you.
Well, pleasure to meet you as well, man. Shepherd, Samson
Yeah.
Graves.
Oh, Samson
I like this
Graves,
character
like we
already.
said.
That's correct.
Real strong last name you got there, Mr. Graves.
Well, I ain't choose it.
You got it. That's all that matters, right?
That's about as lucky as I've been in life.
Well, God bless you there.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Yeah, I'm from Montana. I'm from a town called Bannock.
Brennick, okay, yeah.
This will be fun getting to discover the
Yeah,
ranger
yeah.
side of all these stories. We
Yeah,
got
I've been
some
up
law
that way
side, now we
for-
got ranger side.
Well, but I've been all over the country. Did some range detective work in my younger days, and I decided to head on down here to the crossing and, kick up my boots, so to speak. Yeah, there, fella.
Oh, howdy.
Oh,
Can I help you?
yes, I was looking for a man called Dallas, a ranger.
Dallas is not around.
Ah, shame. All right, well, thank you for the help anyway.
Is there anything I can pass on to Dallas?
Well, if you see him, tell him that Philip Copperhead says hi.
What?
Copperhead, okay.
Isn't he
Will do.
wanted?
Wonderful.
I'm
Thank
pretty sure that
Yeah.
I think that guy's wanted.
So you ranger as well, Mr. Shepherd?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's see. What kind of ranger you are down here? I'm familiar with the militarized sort of ranger. How about you folks around here?
We deal with the lost people in the wilderness. Finding them, getting them to safety and medical. Take care of more dangerous animals. Make sure they're not harming anybody. Have folks studying I can't speak. Doing studies on certain animals.
Well, I see.
It's basically wilderness safety for
Right.
the folks at the cross.
Wilderness work.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely work that you can be proud of.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm very proud. I'm proud of me and all my colleagues.
I love
And
Shepherd
I'll tell
Man.
you, I have more fun on this job than a tornado on a cow pasture.
Yeah, well, I suppose it becomes a little less fun when you're running into a mama bear or ornery with a sore teeth, huh?
Oh, yep, that always makes me more scared than a long-tailed cat in a room filled with rocking chairs.
I can imagine it would be that way.
Yeah.
You familiar with Miss Charlie?
Charlotte, that sounds familiar. Oh, Charlie, Slack.
Yeah, that's the one he was wobbling our jaws about there a few minutes ago.
Okay, yeah, well, you met Charlie.
No, I ain't met him. I'm just looking to find her. such as,
Okay.
God damn it, I just took a bite.
Yeah,
and
I've only seen her around.
I just took a bite. You do that. I got sushi. Thank you, Annie, for the. I'm trying not to choke. Thank you for the resubscription at 14 months there. Can't wait to whip to into a ranger. We'll see how long it lasts, man. This is an arc for her. We'll see. Ooh, that is a lot of fucking hay cubes.
The middle, it's in the valley, so it's pretty safe. I've done it flat there. Trying to see.
I'm not stealing shows, just looking at things. I'm trying to get. She's trying to get herself accustomed to the area, and you know, if someone asks where are the hay cubes, then she can point it out. You know what? I'm gonna steal it now. No, I'm joking. I'm not. She didn't steal from people she knows. Wink. Says the one who raised her. There you go. Mic drop right there. Mic drop right there. Why are there like a billion of crates around here? Oh my god, there's a ton of them. It's not stealing, it's trading.
Bottom of that trail, you will see.
I still
place
haven't been able to ask
go
any questions about ranger stuff.
go to
I've been here for like.
little stand out there, right on the creek.
Am I allowed to be in here? It's a
That's
recruit.
Hostile Creek, right?
No, it will be on Little Creek
Ooh.
River, towards the bottom of it. There's a trail. If you look Big Valley, the word Big Valley, and you see the Y on Big Valley,
Right.
there's the solid line trail. Where that ends, right around, I think, north,
Oh, I see.
very slightly
Interesting.
northwest of once you get to the end of that trail, you go.
Oh,
up
I
that
could
river, and
fill in
there'll
this
be,
book right now if I really wanted to. I could
right
fill that
to
in.
the, right to the east of the Word River and Little Creek.
Oh, is there
River.
I don't know about the
Yeah,
ranger meeting.
yeah,
She wasn't
yeah,
invited, so I
somewhere
guess
around
we'll.
that area
I guess she'll
between
find out about it
that,
because she's gonna be with them
river
anyway.
word And where that trail ends,
But she doesn't know
right
about
around
it.
There, there's a place.
I'm
to
sure
do it.
someone will tell her about it though.
All right, now. Suppose
I will go
go
check my.
adventuring while the day is lasting here.
You wrote everything you need for that.
Dude, we gotta get to the training phase of her, and then she's gonna go fucking zoom all across the crossing. That's if she even makes it, man. If Austin Grant or Mason James are around, I don't know if she's gonna make it. Oh, there's Sawyer. Oh, there's Buckley! I should go taunt Buckley. I do wonder if they plan to adapt the training to her knowledge. I don't know how the ranger training goes, but I mean, it scares you. I love this. Is actually really cute. I like the outfit I made because even when she takes her poncho off, it actually still looks great. This gray actually looks really great on her. It actually looks really good on her. And then she has a gray horse. Oh, and then she has a gray horse. Look at this. Look at this cute little ranger duo. Oh, look at you. Aw.
Oh, I just put my horse away. We gotta walk to the stable. Tibbit,
Yep.
I'm gonna go take this fine gentleman to Blackwater so that he can get the wagon and take himself to the Big Valley spot to do the gold bandit.
Okay.
So let Rain know if you see her.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for the follow there. Oh god, this is gonna make... This is gonna drive her nuts though, having to wait around. Because as you guys know, Tibbit hates standing in one spot. Hates doing so. I wonder if we'll make a new ranger outfit. I plan to use her old, here, I'll show you. Yeah, I'm by myself. Rain's around here, but... I plan to use this particular outfit for rangering, but I may actually make a new one. Her hiking blue one. This was gonna be a ranger one, because with the green poncho it actually looks good. But we might actually make a new one. If she makes green. Yeah, I don't know. Trust me, I'm very well aware. Especially if Austin Grant and Missing James shows her fucking face. She ain't making green. Unless she can do things secretly. Wink. I should get a cowboy hat. She doesn't look good in cowboy hats. Wow, this cinematic sucks on here. Hey, Daddy Head Ranger, can I go on top of the roof? She should probably ask that ideally, but... Last recruit that hunt out on the roof was forest fish. I mean... Can you even get on the roof? Oh yeah, probably right here. How do you even get on this roof? Damn it. To be fair though, Forester Fish just never came back from my understanding. Oh yeah, baby. I don't think you can get on this roof. That area. The question is she realistically allowed on it? Well, the ranger's mind. No, I've seen rangers on top of here. I've seen rangers on top of it. I'm gonna sit down. I just want a better cinematic camera, okay. And it makes sense for her character anyways to sit up here. While waiting. Oh, look how cute she looks! Oh. Alright, see you later, Andy. Love you. Oh, look how cute she looks. Oh god. I was hoping to get some questions answered. The rain kind of moved away suddenly. He's flirting with Sawyer. Hold on, I gotta DM someone. I keep hearing someone like inside. Am I just paranoid? Oh. Can you hide under here? Oh. Oh. Oh, there's a crate down here. Or there's the one up there. Kind of getting to know the area a lot more now that I'm gonna be around it. Well, already we came here with two rangers and they both just ditched Tibbit. Oh no! What is this? Why is Joey's poncho here? Flipped around. Green poncho has been flipped around. Alright, move it along, horse. I'm just putting the horse away. Howdy.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Is that your boyfriend that you're talking to, by the way? I've seen you with him a few times.
We've been on dates.
Oh, alright. What's his name?
Deputy Sawyer.
Deputy Sawyer, huh?
That's right.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Her first little... Oi! Where's this Deputy Sawyer I hear about?
Right there.
Sir?
Yes?
I hear you're dating Rain.
I'll have to answer that question later. We just had a very important tip come in.
Yeah,
miss.
okay,
I'm
alright.
very
I was gonna tease you about it, but alright.
Stay safe.
Aw. I'm already getting the business of the Rangers. Yeah, he's okay looking.
He's definitely my type.
Fair enough.
Definitely, very much so. Anyways, professional.
Yes.
Have you been made aware of the meeting tonight?
No, I've been made aware of nothing. This is my first time here because I was,
Okay,
you know,
perfect.
shot literally on the same day or the day before I interviewed.
All right, I'm gonna whisper because that gentleman may be around town, and I would like him to not know what's going on today.
Okay.
We have a meeting in. Hello, who's that? Okay.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna lay my head down. Give me some Z's, cause you know what I can always say? Lay down sleep, I can't look, that's good.
You have a good night, Shepard. It was
Alright,
good
you
riding with you.
You too, yeah, of course, always.
Good night.
I too.
All right, so we have a meeting tonight
Ooh, just in
at
time.
Marino. That's going to be at 7 o'clock tonight.
Amberino Tower, I assume?
Yeah, I think
That's
some of
a
us are
snowy
going to
one?
be.
Or the...
Yeah,
okay.
Some of us will be riding up from here. So you can either meet us up there or you can come up with us.
I'm gonna be with you guys all frickin' day. You're gonna
That's what
be
I like to hear.
stuck with me.
And then also we have a medical training in Blackwater, I believe, on the 12th of November at 8 p.m.
My uncle's a doctor. I kind of know the basics of that, I think.
Yeah, we obviously things in the crossing can be a little different, so we need every recruit to do a stabilization training with Elsie.
Oh, if it's with Elsie, I'll fucking do that 10 times over.
Amazing. I'm gonna mark you down for this, but if you can't make it for any
Wait,
reason,
wait,
just
wait.
let us know.
What time is it?
It's at 8 p.m. New York time on the 12th of November.
I should be able to make that, yeah.
All right, perfect. Okay, so given the fact that we have a meeting tonight, I don't want to go too far out for a patrol. You're pretty much good with the crossing in terms of the land, because you've been around for a fucking long time. So
Yeah, I know that crossing like the back of my hand. I know where all the cougar dens are, where all the wolf packs roam, where all the bears like to keep to the territory, which bears like to have their mates with them, etc.
amazing. So I'm thinking what we do is we do a patrol in Big Valley.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you lead us, and I'm gonna have you show me all the dens you know.
What?
Let me write up a patrol report. That is not the right sheet of paper. Okay, there we go. And since you spent so much time with Hal, I'm guessing you have a basic overview of stuff like lead-in, formations, that kind of stuff, but we can walk through it as well.
Rain, do you really think Hal is the one that leads me?
No.
No, I do. I didn't know what you mean. I didn't know what you mean. Anyway. Anyway, I kind of do like taking a left, or taking a right, or, you know, stuff like that.
Awesome.
I mean, I know it on the basis of what, you know, my family did with each other when, you know, when we're going place to place.
Let me just pop this in right quick.
No, I don't use bolt actions. I mainly use my repeating.
Oh, that's fine. I use
But
the
I
Litchfield
mean-
for all of my stuff.
Okay.
Do you not have a last name?
No.
Huh, that's kind of cool, actually, to be honest. If you and Hal ever get married, are you gonna take his last name and be Tibbit Dream?
Why are you talking about that right now?
I'm just curious. I just got questions.
No, I'm not. That's not something we should be discussing right now.
I'm just putting it out there.
Everybody is born with a first and last name. I just don't. I haven't used mine in. What, I'm 19. In about 15 years. So.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I like the name Tibbit. It's a cool name. Do you plan on taking us up past Pronghorn to start, or the Wallace Way? Just so I can put it in the paperwork.
I usually go out north of here, so towards Wallace.
Perfect. Alright, as is the norm, I'm gonna have you pop your hands up, and if you are okay, I'm gonna check your pockets and just make sure you got everything.
Wait, what do you mean I got everything?
We do inventory checks, so there's certain things that we make sure that all recruits have on them, but I know that you're very accustomed to the wild, so I just want to double check. Food, water, ammo, medical bag, bandages. I would pick up some gun oil if you can.
I got that on my horse.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, usually I don't even carry a medical bag on me. That's usually my horse, but.
Alright, looks like you got everything you need. I'd expect nothing less.
Yep, gotta
Let's
be ready
man
to
up
shoot
and go.
assholes like Austin Grant, right? I'm joking.
Alright, so since it's just the two of us, two people normally just do a staggered formation, so I will be behind you and off to the side.
Okay.
You're going to be calling out.
I assume this staggered means Lily, just so you kind of at my back right there. Like that.
Give me 1 second, sorry.
Is that Hal? Oh, that is Hal. Oh, well, look who's might join us. Hal just came. I don't think he can, howdy.
Is that what I think it is?
Damn right it is. Do I look good in my gray?
I don't even know you interviewed yet.
Oh, yeah, I interviewed after I got shot.
Oh.
The day after I
Sorry
got
about that.
shot.
Hi, Hal.
Hi, Rain. Well, congratulations, I guess. I had no idea.
Well,
You're behind on the times, Hal.
I know, I overslept.
Next thing you know, you're gonna oversleep and Tibbit's gonna be in the green, and you're gonna be like, "What the hell?"
and the next thing you know, I'm gonna be a senior, and then the next thing you know, I'm gonna be the head ranger. No, I'm joking. I don't actually want any of that.
Tibbit for next head ranger.
No,
I'm down.
I'm telling you now, I don't want anything past ranger. That's just,
No, it's just too much paperwork.
I just,
Imagine how little you could actually go outside if you were a head ranger.
I imagine.
Okay,
I don't know where y'all
does
going.
anyone know who this fella is?
On the
Description?
butcher's table, I think.
Blonde hair, shoulder length, pretty thick beard and a mustache. He's just come around a few times here doing nothing other than running around.
I don't think he's a problem. Well, be safe, Hal. Please don't be here on your own.
Yeah, I won't.
Okay, good. It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
So, before I was interrupted, staggered is basically, best way to think of it is person in front is in the middle of the road, person behind them is off to the left, person behind them is off to the right, and we kind of just stagger out to the sides.
Right, okay. I didn't know it was called staggered formation, but yeah, I did. But Tibbit.
Yeah, so that's normally what we do in narrow passages, or if we just have like a couple of people, I'll just follow you off to the side. So if you had a bigger group, you'd be calling it a different formation, like a 1-2, which is like 1 in front, 2 behind, or a 1-2-2, or a 1-2-1.
Yeah, he told
However many people you got.
he told me about the 1-2 thing.
Oh, perfect. And then call-outs wise, you're just going to be calling out if you're speeding up, slowing down, stopping, hitching up, taking a turn, and anything you see like riders ahead, saddled horses, etc.
All right,
Whenever you're ready.
all right, let's get going. Also, I like your horse.
Thank you. His name is Zephyrus, and he's an Appaloosa.
All right, don't you need to? Do we need to tell someone that we're going out?
I have done the paperwork, so that's already.
Oh, you gotta do the it's the paperwork, okay?
Yeah, when you're obviously in the recruit phase, you don't have access to our clipboard or anything. So whoever's in the green will get that all sorted for you before we head out.
Okay. I'm gonna go and pick it up that canter.
Heard that.
And I do apologize, I'm kind of hungry, so I'm kind of snacking a little bit.
No, you're fine. So something we do in formations is we pass callouts back and forth.
Right.
So if we were in like a 1-2-2, you would give a call out. People behind would call that out to pass it to the back. People in the back would say heard to say that they're still there and they heard that call out. And that works back to front as well. So if they saw a rider behind, people in the back would call it, middle would pass it to the front, and the front would say heard.
Okay.
So it's always about communication. More communication is better than not enough.
Yeah, I think that in my opinion, communication is the number one thing for any group-related thing. Doesn't matter if you're a law, if you're a ranger, if you're medics, if you're criminals, even.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what keeps the whole thing running. Is just people talking to each other.
One thing about me is whenever I'm outside town, I do have my gun in hand. I'm staying right up here.
Heard that. Are you fully yelling right now?
Fully what?
Are you fully yelling right now?
Now I am.
Perfect. Yeah, if you feel like you need to have your gun out for safety reasons, that is completely understandable.
100%. Alright, I'm gonna slow down here.
Heard that?
And I guess, did I tell you if I stop?
Yep, if you're stopping, let me know as
Alright,
well.
I'm actually going left here. So there's a bend then here to the left. Kind of in those trees. Oh, wait. Or, yeah, exactly, in this little, patch right in front of us. That way.
Perfect.
Gonna be honest, though, I very rarely see that bear.
Is that the one by is the campsite up in there? Because
yeah, that's
today, I think.
Yeah, that's where the campsite is.
Yeah, we saw that bear today. Very up close,
Really?
unfortunately.
Oh my god, I never see that bear.
But what we'll do is we'll treat this kind of like a search and rescue, so we won't take down the bears unless we have to, but we will proper check up into those dens and see if we can spot any.
Now, I don't know about you, but for me, I would start at Wallace.
Yeah, I would say my typical route starts with Monto's Rest.
There's a bear right there to the left. That's obviously a very... That bear is always there.
Heard that.
And then there's a pack of wolves up that way. By the tree. Or not the tree, what the fuck am I saying? The house.
Oh, are they up there right now?
No, but there's... in where that camp is, up to that house, there could be a pack of wolves even further up the road.
Oh, perfect. Good stuff.
Don't wait to point them out, I don't know.
But yeah, normally when I'm looking for someone in Big Valley, we'll either go to Owangila, and like I'll check the cabin with the wolves and then go right up to Pronghorn and start that way. Or I'll go through Monto's Rest and check there at the lumber camp and then go up to Wallace and work my way around the other way. Either of them's fine, because, I mean, they could be
I'm
anywhere
going
along
left
the way.
here.
Turn left.
Going down here into his top.
Heard that.
Pack of wolves over there. Pack of wolves down there. Pack of wolves in there. And a bear.
Perfect.
Am I hearing a bunch of horses? Oh, those are wild horses. Then, you want me to scour the northern part first as we go?
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Okay, I'm gonna go along the tracks then.
One thing that we avoid where we can is riding directly on the tracks. We can ride alongside them. But we try not to go on them when possible.
I tend to go slow on them if I do. I'm gonna go left off road here.
Heard that. You're also, we got a rider on the left.
Yeah, I see him.
You're also more than welcome to instruct people to get guns out or put them away if you feel like we're entering a particularly unsafe place. Then, especially with recruits and stuff, it's important to give them that advisement and make sure that they're aware.
Right. I'm just keeping an eye
stuff
on.
like
Do
this.
you know who that is that's kind of following us?
Not sure. We'll be fine for now. We'll take it easy.
Okay.
And you can also let people know of safety concerns. So say if you're approaching a ledge, if there are rocks and stuff in the way for people to be careful of, that's also stuff as a leader that you can pass back to make sure they don't get thrown off their horse or whatever.
Fair enough.
And the final thing about leading is you're always responsible for your party, so...
Rider ahead of us.
Howdy?
Howdy. Hello? You alright there, fella?
Oh, hey.
You doing alright?
Oh, yeah. What y'all up to?
Oh, we're just on a patrol since crossing Ranger Club.
Oh, hey. How y'all doing?
Not too bad, thank you. Not too bad.
You know, one of those things where you're like, I stashed a box around here, but I don't remember where, type thing.
Oh, I know that.
And
feeling
it's
too
dark
well.
out,
I don't
so
trust
that's
this.
a plus.
She does not
Well,
trust
be
this guy.
careful around here, because I know there's a grizzly bear and several wolf packs that like to linger around here.
Oh,
so,
yeah. I'm not
just
gonna
keep your
play
wits
around
about
with
you.
that. Oh, yeah. High ground everywhere. I'll take it.
Oh yeah, you get up on those rocks.
Yep. Yeah, I appreciate
Well.
y'all checking in, though.
Yeah, of course. Good luck on your search for your box. If I see it and I see you, I'll let you know.
Yep. It's around here somewhere. It's in the bushes, so it's hard to hell. I don't know where the hell I did with it.
You
It's not
take
the first
care,
time.
okay?
It'll be the last, I'm sure.
Yeah, the final thing as a leader is you're always looking out for the rest of your party, so checking behind you, making sure everyone's still accounted for. If you feel like there's a threat, like a group of riders approaching,
Right.
it is your decision to get the fuck out of there, contact law, whatever you need to do. And obviously everyone else in that RedM party is going to be looking out for each other.
Right.
So pretty much just look everywhere at all times and communicate everything at all times.
Good. That's nothing short of what I do already with with my own family. I know up here there can be like in this little area and a little further south on the road there can be a bear that roams around here and gets you right along the road. I don't know if you've
That's
ever
right.
seen. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does move up here sometimes. It might be the same one that's kind of around Wallace. It just like roams.
Kind of. I've also seen one literally like right around here. Just it was foraging like about here before. I've never. It might have been like maybe it chased someone and then stopped and started foraging, but I have seen one right about here.
You know what I reckon actually? Because locals ride down this path. I'm wondering
Oh,
if the
yeah.
bear's den is up here and then it goes down to Wallace, and that's why we find it down there.
That's a good point.
A lot of the dens in Big Valley I find overlap a lot, so it's kind of hard to tell how many bears we got. Everywhere is berry.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go right off road here.
Heard that?
Gotta lower my music down. Now, for me, I tend to hear the bears before I see them.
That's a very important skill to have, is being able to rely on your ears and your eyes. And your horse, because your horse is more likely to freak out. Is that a bear straight ahead?
Probably.
Yep, that is a log.
Bear tends to be in that area too, with that chimney. I don't know if it's the same one, but I have seen it several times around there. And there is another bear area right up here. I think in this general vicinity. He's not here now.
Well, the general vicinity.
Well, this like if I stopped here, I'd be able to see it basically, either to the right or to the left.
These dens are kind of in like, I don't know, like strips almost. They can kind of be anywhere in the strips.
Yeah, probably. I know that the bears tend to go to sleep at night most of the time, but not always.
Yeah, I actually have been conducting bear behavior studies, and from observations made at Oak Rays, we've determined that the bears only emerge in the daytime. So unless they've already emerged in the day and they're hanging around for a specific reason, like chasing locals,
Bear to their left.
they're not going to be
Hold
around.
on, hold
Heard
on.
that.
I don't think he caught wind of us, but he's over that hill to the left.
What's the cardinal?
West,
it
west,
southwest?
west to slightly southwest.
Or slightly south.
It's right over
Okay.
that hill there to the left.
Good spot.
I don't like
I'm
bears.
still struggling to see him now. I'm like trying to pick him out.
No, I literally don't see him. I only heard him. I bet you we can see him right on this hill. Where are you, sucker? There he is. See him?
Is he stray south from here? Oh, I see him in the trees. Yet. Oh, he's sat on his bum. I do love grizzly bears when they're not trying to eat
I
you.
like him if they're not, trying to eat them. I will say the black bears when they're sitting down, they do look really cute. I'm gonna go up here for vision. I prefer high
Yeah,
places.
no worries. Oh, definitely. Yeah, this is the smarter thing to do.
Now, I don't know if it's that bear there, but I have seen a bear right here on this hill too.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same one, but definitely up here.
And there's one that does tend to roam around that house over that way.
Have you been walked through the safety procedures for taking down dangerous animals?
No, but I was told that, here's the thing is I prefer to be on my horse over a rock. That's just my preference. And I have not been down by an animal probably in a reasonable capacity, that is, probably in about 6-7 months.
Good stuff. So, main things would be, if you can get to a rock or a hard place, get to a rock or a hard place. If you trust your horse to where you can get your distance and not be thrown, that is acceptable. Obviously, watch your fire lines, make sure you're not positioning yourself in front of somebody else or vice versa. And we like you to call out when you're firing if possible, just so we're not surprised by it.
Alright.
It's all pretty basic stuff, but it's stuff that I still gotta tell you just so...
Right,
so
you
know
can
that I
check it
told
off
you.
the box.
Exactly.
There's also a bear that tends to roam about right over this hill. I think it's slightly to the right. Hopefully it's not there, because we're gonna walk right into it. Yeah, right about there. I've seen it. I have seen it further down the hill too, but I'm pretty sure that again that's because it might have chased someone.
Yeah, I think so.
And then there's a bear den over here where I occasionally see 2 of them.
Yeah, they said that this is a mating grounds for them.
So far it seems. With it being daytime, I'm trying to take it slow.
Yeah, we got no rush.
a pack of wolves to the left, right about here, up to about that little hill. They also can be
Good
further up
stuff.
that road into the snowy pathway.
Perfect.
I hate them. I hate them so much. Every fucking time I leave the snow, they're there.
They just know they're waiting for you.
I'm gonna go off Rodeo Street. That's where the two bears
there.
are. Usually there's two of them. Sometimes there's one. I don't see him there now.
The funny thing is, every time Buzz takes us up here to show us the bears, there's never any bears. So I like to tell him he's lying.
I'm gonna tell him that. I'm gonna tell him that too.
Yeah, if he tells you that he's got a spot to show you where there's bears, then and you don't see any, then you gotta tell him he's making them up.
All right. Now, past these two bears, I'm pretty sure the next bear den is all the way behind the by the moonshine shack, kind of in between the treehouse and the moonshine shack. I do know there's a pack of wolves around here that tends to roam. I think they're the same ones that you usually see at that ranch, Pronghorn. Which, by the way, if you I don't know if you know, but I'm pretty sure there's a gang living there right now.
Oh, you mean in Hanging Dog? Yeah.
Yeah, yep. They're relatively okay. Well, I'm gonna say they're relatively friendly because they're friendly with me, but I know they've robbed rangers before.
We saw Summer's gang there once, so I wonder if it's them.
Danger zone.
That's exactly who's there. At least I've seen him twice there now.
Thank
you for the follow.
Well, as long as they're friendly to us, I don't mind if they're there.
I shouldn't have told him that. She's gonna tell Law
So
now.
let's do our job. Nah, I'm happy with that.
Now there's 100%. Actually, I'll get closer. Eh. 100% a wolf pack behind the treehouse. Separate from all the ones over there.
Time, and I used to get chased by wolves every morning.
Yep. Hey, I'm back here. Whenever I do go back here, if I have to, there's a treasure hunting spot up here. I always go across the creek that way, and then go get vision on the bear that tends to be up here.
Interesting.
Because there's almost always a bear up here, I guarantee you. But now that you're here, and I'm telling you that, I guarantee you it's not going to be there.
Yeah, probably not.
Just
yeah,
let's
spot
cross
you.
here. Yep. It's just the problem is it tends to be right over the hill. So you won't even see it until it already is chasing you. And then I'm going to follow the creek up here.
Heard that?
That's the best way to get up there and get eyes on him. And of course he's not fucking here. You fucking bear!
I believe you. Only Buzz makes up their dance.
God damn it. Pack of wolves further up this way on this side of the creek as well. And I think that's it back here.
So I guess next would probably be sirens.
Okay. So we head back there then.
Are you more of a riding or walking kind of person when it comes to checking the cave?
What do you mean a riding? Oh, like go right up?
So some people like taking their horses up into that place, but I personally like hitching my horse nearby and then walking along the like the mountainside, the wall.
I like hitching my horse up there because if the bear is... Oh, I heard the bear. He's definitely there. I hear you. Show yourself. I heard him.
Where are you?
I heard him. I need to show you for proof.
Where art thou, bear?
He's definitely there. I guarantee you. If I baited him out, you'd see him chase me. Unless I'm just hearing things. Am I to see?
Yeah, I couldn't see anything.
Anyways, as I was saying, is I don't hitch my horses usually when I'm out and about, because if something comes by to try to eat them, they're not hitched up to the tree. My horse doesn't know how to untangle himself because I have to
I see.
Yeah. All right, there might be a bit right over here.
Encourage in the Rangers is hitching up whenever you get off your horse. So if you have to get off for any reason, we do prefer that you hitch your horse. Just so it's not kind of wandering around kind of deal. But if you prefer hitching up in like a safe location, that is completely fine. That is
Oh, that she's not
up to
gonna.
you.
She ain't gonna do that. There's usually a bear up here, but doesn't seem to be today.
Looks like he ain't home.
He tends to roam around when you go inside the cave, and then you come out, and then he waits for you because he sees you going in there or something, or sniffs you.
Yeah, that's happened so many times now where I've gone to like do a wellness check on the cave, and then I've come back out and he's just like staring me down. I'm like, okay, where did you come from?
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna just go. So, in the field, there's 2 packs of wolves, one further down, and then one kind of right over this hill down, kind of where the lavender is.
Yep. Good stuff.
And there's also a bear that tends to roam a little further midway, right past that little house without a back door.
Yeah, what we found is the bear at Pronghorn has a very wide range, so he'll come all the way down to the butcher's, he'll go all the way down towards that house.
Yeah, that's in, the next spot was right behind here is that bear.
He'd just be running all over town.
Also a pack of wolves here around Pronghorn. No, not Pronghorn. It's just Pronghorn.
Yeah, it's Pronghorn.
Yeah, definitely a pack of wolves. Wanna
Alright,
see
good
if
stuff.
Joey's home? Oh,
Joey!
Joey! Hello!
Good morning, sunshine!
Knock knock!
This is actually the perfect time for you to perform a wellness check.
Okay.
So wellness checks are, as they say, checking the wellness of the building and the people inside. We do a call and response, so we'll say something like Saints Cross and Ranger Courts doing a wellness check, anybody inside? Wait for a response. No response, we repeat it once more. If you still don't get a response, then you let them know you're coming in. You can say something like you're unarmed or don't shoot if you like, it's just up to you what you want to say. And check it out, make sure there's nothing we need to report to law, no injured people, nothing like that.
Alright, so you say Saints Crossing Rangers Core, right?
Yeah,
No,
you
it's
can
not
say
Sheriff.
Saints Crossing...
Or no, I just said the Sheriff's Department. Oh my god. Saints Crossing Rangers Core, not Department.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just Ranger Corps singular,
Core.
but Saints Crossing Ranger Corps.
Okay. Saints Crossing Rangers Core. Is there anybody inside? This is a welfare check. Saints Crossing Rangers Corps. If there's anybody inside injured, make yourself known. I probably shouldn't say Saints Crossing Rangers Corps if you're dying. Call out, huh? Saints Crossing Rangers Corps. This is a welfare check. If you're inside, please make yourself known. Oh, God. Wolf, stop kicking me.
It's fine, you're good.
I'm coming on in. I've got no weapons in hand. Please don't shoot me. Oh my god. Okay. That's fucking terrifying. I hate going inside random buildings without a gun in my hand. It's all
The
clear.
other thing I would say is just make sure you're checking like the corners and stuff, and just making sure there ain't anything lying around that we might have to report to law. We
Yeah,
just
like
want to be
she's-
checking like the desks, the chairs, that kind of stuff. If there's like blood or anything weird happening, then we would immediately send a tip to law and let them know.
Okay. Yeah, she ain't doing that.
But yeah, that is a wellness check.
All right.
For your first wellness check, that was great. A little more confidence as you're coming in would be awesome, but I get
Okay.
how nerve-wracking it is to not have your gun out. when you're
Exactly.
coming in.
I usually go in buildings that I don't know with a gun in hand, so because I've had several instances in my past where I would walk in and there's somebody with a gun in their hand. I don't like being
Well,
vulnerable.
If you're on your own, then I definitely, if it's safer for you to have a gun in hand, then you can definitely do that. But, you know, don't be afraid to rely on your fellow rangers. If you have a gun pointed at you, we will get that sorted out. We'll get you out of there. While we're on that topic, we do avoid confrontation in the rangers. So, if someone's in there and they say, no, you can't come in, and they get aggressive and they don't want you in there, you just wish them a nice day, and you pop a tip through to law and let them know that something fishy's going on there.
Wait, just because someone doesn't want you inside their house, you're gonna report to law?
Well, say if we had a missing persons tip, and they start acting kind of suspicious and they really don't want the rangers in there, they could potentially be harboring that injured person. So it's important we let the law know so that they can take a look.
Fair enough. Okay.
And if anything threatening ever did happen, like you had a gun pointed at you or anything like that, priority would be keeping you safe and getting that information to law as soon as possible. We aren't allowed to pull guns, we're not allowed to do anything like that, we don't have any jurisdiction, etc. So it would just be about trying to get you out safely and trying to get law involved as soon as possible. We are passive peacekeepers. Wagon ahead.
Well, I'm telling you now, if someone... Here's what happened with Austin Grant. He almost ran into me.
That is a different situation.
Okay, well,
100%.
I'm just saying, if I feel like I'm gonna have a gun pointed at me, I'm gonna be prepared to draw at the same time as they do, because you don't know what they want. You might think they may be robbing you, and then, surprise, they're actually a bunch of cultists who want to torture you. So I'm always gonna try to see if it is absolutely a robbery. If it's a robbery, then fine, I'll put my gun down, and they gotta make it no-no. So I don't know if I'm gonna be taken somewhere and tortured.
Yeah, I completely understand that. It's a lot of situations are gray areas. The priority is keeping yourself safe. There's nothing wrong with having your gun out if people approach you, you know, to make sure that nothing fishy is going on.
Pack of wolves over that way, kind of up the hill.
Perfect.
There's a camp up there.
Good stuff. Only thing I would say is, say if someone had a gun pointed at another ranger, we would not then, you know, draw and shoot or, you know, anything like that, because that would then be vigilantism or any number of things. Obviously mistakes do happen, some things are very grey, some decisions get made wrong, we just face the consequences and take it on the chin. Sometimes things are worth the consequence, but
Some things
that's
are
some
worth
very
the
rare
consequences. Pack of wolves that way. In those trees.
perfect.
And we're also coming across a cougar down up here.
Oh, amazing. I hate when that cougar chases locals down to Owengila, because I was sat by the lake the other day, and the fucking cougar runs down the hill behind me, like, screaming at me. I'm like, you're supposed to be over here, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, this cougar is a little weird. He could be in kind of in that area. He could be in a little bit of that area, but normally you can find him on the road and maybe just over the creek right here.
Yeah, I don't like this
But
cougar.
he'll come at you right as a pack of wolves are coming at you too. Now that's fucking terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's also another pack of wolves up there. I don't know if it's the same one that you see back there, but...
Perfect.
We got a fast wagon behind us. I'm gonna wait.
Heard that. Howdy.
Howdy.
Out of there.
Oh.
That's, Ms. Rain? Ms. Rain?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Samson,
Oh,
talked to you
howdy
briefly in
again.
a strawberry.
Oh, got a rider coming. Yeah, we're just patrolling that here. What are you up to?
Oh, I just, tried my hand over there at, some gold pens.
Oh, I
was
see.
headed on back over towards Strawberry Way to sell what I found.
Perfect. Well, we're heading that way anyway, so we might just follow you there.
Oh, wonderful. Anything, out of the, ordinary happening around these parts, or is it,
Nothing
You know.
strange. We're just doing a regular patrol. We found some bear dens and saw a couple of them. Well, saw one, another one. Big Valley's just full of them.
Yeah, while we're out there gold panning,
Got a wagon
Fella.
coming this way.
Oh, wagon coming. And a black bear on the left.
right there, honey. While I was gold panning, a fella was being chased by wolves, and, well, he didn't turn to fight or run to anything of that nature, so he got on out of there, and, well, I was left with the pack of them sort of staring at me across the valley. I
Oh,
was
I
lucky
see.
enough that they didn't decide to have a go at me. I got on the wagon here for a spell, and some other unfortunate soul came on riding through, and I guess he dragged him away.
Oh, poor guy.
I would have helped out, but fortunately I ain't got long arm. And I know this cold action ain't exactly gonna put them wolves down too quick. So for me, ammunition's expensive.
Well, if you need any help with that, you know, it's important that we keep people safe in the crossings. I'm sure I could offer some financial support if you needed it.
Oh, I plan on doing the old pulling myself up by my own bootstraps around here. I mean, that's the way it's been for most of my life. I don't plan on changing it now. But
Oh, I
much
completely
obliged.
understand. Well, if you ever need food or anything, we got a crate outside that ranger lodge you came up to. And a lot of people stock it up with food, sometimes ammunition, just a bunch of helpful
Rider behind
supplies
us.
If you rider behind. You know, if you got anything that you want to pass on to somebody else, then you can kind of switch it out for something you need.
Yeah, of course. Well, the focus right now is getting me a horse I can sit with, and then I'll probably pick myself up a long arm, maybe for just self-defense from all these wolves around those ports. From what I hear, though, they ain't around New Austin all that much.
You got wolf packs, but they're kind of out of the way. Aside from, there's one as you're coming down towards Armadillo, the like big old slope path. You can't get wolves that chase you right onto that path, so.
Well,
But,
nothing I can't
for the most
outrun,
part.
though, when a decent enough nag, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, most of them like to hang out out of the way up in the hills or far out enough that you're not going to see them. There's a couple of cougars as well that you can find out there.
Oh, all right. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled then.
The main ones you're going to probably run into are the one at the McFarland's Ranch on the way to New Austin.
I think I've spotted that property on the map.
Got a cougar there, and then also a couple of packs of wolves nearby that like to chase people down to the ranch. And then you also got a cougar down in Cholla Springs near the railroad. There's like a campsite there.
All
road
right.
going across, and there's a cuckoo likes to hang out over there.
You taking a left or a right over here?
Both go the same way, so it's up to you.
Now you're giving me the burden of choice here.
Let's take a left then. How about that?
Oh, so much for doing this patrol. Everyone keeps interrupting. Oh man.
Yeah, I figured I'd dip my toes into this whole gold panning. I ain't ever done too much of it when I was younger. For me, it was mostly range detective work,
Oh, I see.
mining, and things of that nature. Well, I got out of the mining once I was well into my 30s. I was just lucky enough not to catch any black lung.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I ain't one for mining myself or gold panning neither.
Well, mining was, well, far out of the realm of what I should be doing these days. My back's already as bad enough as it should be.
Mine's bad, and I don't even mind, so. Oh, lucky. Go on, buddy. Keep going. No, I'm more of a hunter and a fisher myself, out in the wilds.
Yeah, I think I gained upon a fishing bait and tackle shop up there near the gold panning get up, I guess it's up there. Thought about heading on over to it to see the prices on bait and tackle, but well, I figured it'd be a better idea to come on back to Strawberry and sell what I found there.
Yeah, you got a couple of places you can get yourself a fishing rod and some bait. There's the one up in Big Valley that you probably just stumbled on, and then there's a couple more dotted around.
Right.
It's good money. Get yourself a crate and fill that up. Get some fish in your pockets if you're not so so disgusted by it. And you can easily get yourself like $200, $250 if you get, you know, good fish.
Oh, it's not too bad. How much is 50 of these gold nuggets net me? You think?
Oh, I ain't got the faintest clue. Hopefully, hopefully something worth.
Gold nuggets are
I
$3
can
each.
tell you.
$3 each? Oh, that's
Uh-huh.
a pretty penny then.
About $150 then.
Yeah, all right. I mean,
That ain't bad at
it's
all.
a sight better than slamming metal against the wall.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
All right. Any good fishing spots around these parts? That Owen Gila back there, maybe?
Oh, OG was real good. If you get yourself a river lure, you'll get those salmons right up.
A river
And
or-
those salmons, if you take them to the fishmonger in Blackwater, you can net yourself like up to $20 per salmon.
Oh, all right. And the lures around these parts, they real fickle and flimsy, and they snap off after one bite, or are they good for reusing?
They're good for reusing so long as you don't let the fish pull you too far.
Okay, so if the line snaps, it's gone, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
You can also get yourself a tackle box from the lady in town who sells you crates, and you can keep up to, I'd say, probably around eight different lures in there.
Oh, all right.
So it's pretty good if you're going to be, you know, trying out different spots. You want to have different lures for different places, that kind of stuff.
Right, right. How heavy is a tackle box?
Not too heavy. I'm not sure how much exactly, but it's not a burden, I'd say.
Swinging a left here.
Heard that. Well, it was nice chatting to you. I'm going to get some paperwork done, but we'll be around town for a little bit longer tonight.
Well, of course, like I said, I'll be around town for most of the night, maybe the next few days here to see if I can't catch Miss Charlie.
Yeah, of course. Well, you keep safe, and good luck with your endeavors.
Yeah, much obliged. You keep your gun grease in your saddle or...
Always. Well, that was a great patrol. You did not miss a single den, and your lead-in was excellent. I have a feeling you're going to be an easy one to train up, that's for sure.
That wouldn't be so sure about it.
Well, I reckon imagine the biggest thing for you is gonna be riding big groups on searches and that kind of stuff.
Why would
Just
that be
like
a...
protocols of formations and just keeping on top of that stuff. That all comes with time.
I mean, it's not much different than when I rode with my own family, so... Just in a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
My biggest concern is being vulnerable.
How so?
Just the whole, trying to...
Like safety or like emotionally?
Oh, no. Safety. Not emotionally. Because rangers are often targeted to being robbed, and I'm gonna be honest, I've been robbed in about 10 months, so I prefer not to get robbed.
Well, we'll do everything we can to make sure that don't happen. And if it happens, then we got the law on our side. And
Great.
I promise you we can put our trust in them. Well, we work directly with them, so
I know, but every time I've gone to them, they fucked me over, and or never actually got justice for me. So
I don't know if that's like a history thing, but howdy, Cole.
Howdy.
What I can say is you're part of this family now, so they're gonna do everything they can for you. I promise you that much.
were you allowed to be on top of this roof, by the way?
Preferably no.
Really, I've seen rangers been on it.
Not on purpose.
Yeah,
On purpose.
mostly by accident. But
I don't know,
the
I've
law
seen some
don't like
rangers sit-
people up on roofs, so we try not
But
to
it's
go up there.
yours.
It may be ours, but it still looks suspicious to the law, and we ain't got no real reason to be up there.
I mean, you've got more height advantage, and you didn't see anyone who might be spying on you.
That ain't too big of an issue. We just stick in numbers and hope for the best, and normally works out.
I normally work.
Alright, I'm gonna be writing up some paperwork.
Jesus, what the fuck happened in Grizzlies West today?
Wait, what?
What happened in Grizzly? What you mean?
There's 4 or 5 deaths from Grizzlies West today.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
so Fire Rock, he was doing his walk, and we think it was him. He was lying out there for hours. No one was clocked on earlier in the day, but we went out on that tip.
I know.
when it came
I did it
in most
intentionally. That's
recently,
when
and we found him above the tunnel.
I'm making it very aware that Tibbit does not like law
Isn't that bad
to
there?
them.
He's good now, though.
It's gonna be a red flag for them, which is fine. Trust me, I'm not 100% trying to get Ranger for the sake of being Ranger. I'm trying to do it with Tibbet's personality and history.
I'm seeing that
If it ends up that they don't
3.8.
think she's well enough, then that's fine.
Stubborn.
Yeah, so crazy Emerald. Alright.
Take care, Ryan.
They're going to Amberino. I'm gonna be hanging around here in case we got any stragglers to take up.
Oh, I'm making it very. I'm definitely trying to make it aware of her flaws
I'm awake.
for Ranger.
You are
So
awake.
I hope they. I do hope they pick up on it.
Well, I'm glad that you're here. It's good to see you.
Likewise.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better about today. New day, fresh start.
I'm gonna go gather up some food before I go out patrolling. I'll be back.
No worries.
I feel like this water's too loud for me. Are you a kitty cat?
Thank you. Howdy.
Yeah.
It is nice and silent for now, yeah. We're just waiting to go to a meeting. Oh, this is how the ranger, unfortunately, this is how ranger stuff works. There's gonna be quiet nights, just like in GTA.
Oh, Tibbit.
Yeah.
What times are you normally around and what days?
Literally every time. Some days I can be around pretty early in the, well, early in on my sleep schedule. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, if you could give me like a general
Other-
time range.
Yeah. Other
we
than
can expect you
Mondays,
around.
other than Mondays and Wednesdays, on average I can be around between. Let me see. 1 p.m. to basically 4 a.m. Eastern Standard.
Perfect.
I've got a pretty flexible schedule. Obviously, there's times in between where I'll have to put my head down, but
Oh yeah, of
that's
course.
generally
That's good to know.
when I can be around and about. I do plan to kind of mix and match when I come around to train. That way, I can meet everybody.
Amazing. I think given the time now, we're probably gonna just have a bit of a relax until we head out. But that was a great patrol. It was a pleasure having you.
I will say Tibbit does love positive feedback. That makes her brighten up. But you, it's Nathan, right?
Hello, that's me.
Howdy.
Hey,
How does my gray outfit look? I made this specifically for this gray poncho.
I like it.
It's a little hard to see at night.
What I can see, I like. Very good.
Very nice.
It's even
How
better
are you?
without the poncho. See?
Ooh, I like the neck scarf.
Oh, nice.
The blue, little blue accents.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got it. It wouldn't be a Tibbit outfit without the blue accent.
Oh, guess who I saw today?
Sauce.
I saw the sauce. He is very happy to see me. He is in Valentine making a new outfit.
Looks like Buzz is here. Let's see if you'll notice me.
La-dee-doo-da.
I wonder if you'll notice me.
And Buckley came into town and gave him a very pointed look.
Oh, what does that mean?
He kind of looked between us and looked at Sawyer and was like, "Oh, you guys look like you're having a good time. I'll be in the office." And Sawyer was like, "Seems like he knows. How do you know each other?" I was like, maybe I told him, maybe a little, maybe. And he was like, "You told him," and I was like, "Yeah."
Told him what?
That me and Sawyer have been on dates. I feel a little bad because I know Sawyer doesn't personally like telling people about his personal life, but he said that I'm okay to tell my friends.
Fair enough.
I need to tell him about the Garden of Eden next week. I forgot to do that.
Will he notice me?
Good morning.
You looked outside.
Hello there.
Good evening.
Howdy.
How are you?
Is that like a real smile, or is he saying it because something bad happened? Like you trying to
No, it's a real
trying to
smile.
rub some sugar over the situation?
No, I'm having a real good day today. I'm in a good mood.
I'll work on changing that.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Y'all see Cole?
Yeah. He came in here a minute ago. I think he's getting some food ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big pal
Getting
away.
some snackerinos.
Mitch and Joey can expect at least Joey at the meeting.
I don't know if
Mitch
he's
was
noticed
thinking
me
about
yet.
coming.
I mean, he's always welcome in my eyes, so.
More the merrier.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, if liaisons can come, then huntsmen can definitely come.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Was Mitch in town in Strawberry?
Yeah, so I'm out in the wild.
Out in the wild.
Ooh, some Mitch out in the wild, huh?
A wild Mitch in his natural habitat.
Mm-hmm.
Like the old days.
Well, I'm going to send a couple telegrams and then use the outhouse, so I will be right back.
Also, Nathan, can you document this? On this day, November the 6th, 1901. This is the longest that I have heard Tibbit not say a word.
Oh, yep. I will. I'll
Look, I didn't have anything to say.
I'll make a bulletin about that. Yeah. Actually, that's going in general news.
I think it got to go in the paper, the newsy paper.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Look, when I'm around new people, I'm quieter. Okay.
I mean, Tibbit didn't say a word when we were helping man get back to Strawberry for about what was it, like 15 minutes? It was crazy. I kept checking over my shoulder. I was like, is she still here?
They're just absorbing. Don't worry about it.
That's good. I've always said it, but recruits are to be seen, not heard.
Oh.
Okay. Well, now I'm gonna be louder on purpose.
Good. I prefer them.
Especially
Talk
the buzz.
and ask questions. Please ask questions. I worry when recruits don't ask questions.
Well,
always.
What if I don't ask any questions? Wait, did I ask any questions?
I'm very worried. I'm very worried right now.
I don't think you asked any, but I mean, you knew Big Valley like the back of your hand, so I didn't feel like you really needed to. You asked me a question about formations at the start, though.
Oh, yeah. The whole, 1, 2, 1 thing, majig. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. The thingamajig with the stuff.
The thingamajig with the stuff.
Stagger thingy, and what do you got, like a diamond position, too?
We don't use that one.
Oh.
Who?
That's just a 1-2-1.
Yeah.
Why not just call it the diamond formation?
Well, the numbers represent how many people in each row. So, like, we have 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
It's called the ballet special. 1, 2, 2. We're single now. We call it single
Ballerina's
ballet.
God damn
No,
it,
we call
Eddie.
it single ballet because 1 being single, then 2, 2.
Yes.
Like what a ballet person wear.
Yep. You're welcome for that.
Okay, I'm going to go do my things now.
Tibbit, you'll be
back.
Tested tomorrow. You'll be quizzed.
Tested for what?
Knowing what a 1, 2, 2.
Okay,
Knowing the
Okay,
ballet,
look,
the single ballet.
You're not gonna make me do homework, are you?
Always.
I quit.
How many notebooks
Goodbye.
you got?
Shortest recruit stint ever.
I thought. Never mind.
Saw Hal earlier. He was going to be taking Holly out to a outpost somewhere.
Speaking of which, I'm
Yep.
probably well aware and assuming that he ain't gonna be training me. We've already made that assumption.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Just to avoid bias. But
Yeah, no, I understand that.
I mean, we understand that scheduling happens, and if you do are the only 2 on duty and stuff needs to happen, then of course we're understanding of that.
For training?
Well, if you're the only 2 on duty and search and rescue comes in, Hal's not exactly gonna just leave you here out of principle,
Right, okay.
and not take you on the search and rescue.
pretty much, if he tried to provide any feedback when it's just you and him, we just won't accept it.
No, I didn't expect that.
That's kind of the simple way of putting it. Nothing to worry about.
Besides, I don't want him giving me feedback anyways. He'll probably tell you all about my secrets.
Ooh.
We like secrets.
Well, you ain't getting any from me.
Ah, gosh darn it.
Shame.
Anything spicy come in while I was gone?
Just you through that door.
Brother man.
Yeah, you howdy. Those horse
How
may
you
or may
doing?
not have kicked
Why
me
would
in the
you? Why would you need?
Oh.
back. When I got off of mine, kicked me into my horse. I said, "Fuck it."
Did you hear my gunshots after we passed? each other?
I didn't know if that was you, and I reckon I shouldn't be going towards gunshots if I'm not on patrol.
Yeah, but it was just one gunshot.
Oh, I heard two.
Well, because you didn't turn around at the first one.
Tibbit always goes towards gunshots.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah.
Tibbit is
Ew,
not
I
gonna.
only saw the
She's
horse,
not
I
gonna
didn't even
last
see
as a
you
ranger
on it.
man. She just is not going to.
Apparently, I'm a blur.
Well, that was the thing, is there were two horses. The first one came by, I said, that was fucking strange. Then I saw a mouth pass me. I was like, is there anyone on that horse? And I went and turned around and said, you know what? I'm not going to pry. I went down expecting you to see you down the hill, and then you came up behind me.
At that time, I become an apparition. One with the fog. All traveling, all seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And still able to fire a pistola.
Actually,
Yep.
speaking of bandages, I need to go get more. That might have been my last one.
Oh boy.
Holy shit.
I'm so glad we made him a senior. Especially after that conversation.
Oh yeah. Me too.
Did Rain search you before you went out?
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right. Any questions you got so far?
Let me see.
It's okay. It's genuinely okay if you don't.
I mean, I do, but they're more about. They're not really about the actual job itself, but about how rangers tend to handle themselves, I guess.
I mean, that's...
In situations
You
that
can still ask.
you may arise where you might get hurt, and it just seems like. I don't know, it just seems like. I don't know about you, but I don't like walking through an unknown place with my gun on my back.
What do you mean by unknown place?
Well, I mean, like, we did a welfare check, and apparently I'm not allowed to have my gun in hand just in case there is someone in there that wants to fucking kill me.
Well, that's why you call out first, and if anyone replies, you don't enter the building.
Well, she... Really? 'Cause she told me to enter.
Was someone inside?
No.
There you go. That's why you entered the building.
Yeah, but what if someone just doesn't respond to you and waits to ambush you? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the risk of the job. I don't know. Buzz, you got insights?
I'm assuming it was just your recruit status to not have your weapon out, but sometimes in the wild, I mean, I'll have mine out in my hand too and everything. I'll ask Green when she back about that.
I don't mean like to have it in my hand like this,
sure,
but at least to have it.
Because we haven't had that situation come up. That's all. So
Okay, well, because the thing is, I have been ambushed inside of a building before, where I would call
Okay.
out, and I don't like really. That's why I never enter random fucking buildings out in the wild without
All right.
at least my gun at my side.
Yep. No, I understand that.
I'm assuming it's just because it's just a recruit
Hennigan's
status.
dead, by the way. That tip.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a rough one.
That's
we've got 20 minutes for it.
McFarlane's, hopefully, or yeah.
McFarlane's, I thought, was its own. I was told.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
How lied to mate?
Better not be the only thing.
Yeah.
Why don't we, I'll take a quick ride out. Give ourselves a 20-minute limit.
Yep.
Can I go?
I think, yeah, we'll just go down,
Absolutely.
go
Yes!
straight out. Yeah, of course you can.
I don't like being inside all the frick time. I don't like standing still. You'll find this out about me.
I'll scribble something up.
All right.
Are we just gonna come straight through and go to the meeting?
Yeah, I think Rain was saying she was going to leave here about 15 before with whoever showed up here.
Okay, we'll try to make that then, I guess. Okay.
I'll telegram her real fast, just a reminder. That's what she said.
Okay.
Nathan, I hate standing still. I'm just gonna say that. So if you find me
yeah,
walking around
me too,
aimlessly
yeah.
when, I'm here, it's because of that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm gonna go use the restroom or the outhouse really quickly.
No problem.
I'm not gonna use the out. Get out of my way, chicken! Oh my god, if Tibbit gets her green, it's gonna be a fucking miracle! Oh, the ranges are a lot more strict than law, it seems like. Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
All right. Lesson number 1.
Hey.
If he's coming around a corner, be mindful calling your horse.
Huh? What?
I saw where my horse is going though.
But you were behind the building when you called it, so other
Yeah, but I
people
knew
could have been coming.
Yeah, I mean I.
Just gonna Hannigan's. Just gonna check the Collins real quick.
Oh my god.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Now we're going to Hennigan's, and you were just gonna leave me here?
I didn't know where you were.
All right, Tibbit. Lead us to McFarland.
McFarland.
You pick the formation.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1.
All right.
I'm gonna rename it. I'm gonna get renamed to Diamond Formation. Taking it right.
Very good.
All right.
All right.
I assume I can't use my shortcut to McFarland's, huh?
Why not?
Because it's off-road and really dangerous.
Oh.
Not really dangerous, but you know, you gotta know where to jump.
Oh, okay.
I'll just go on the
Maybe
road. I'll stay on the
Maybe
road.
not today. Maybe show us like at a when we're not pressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good to see actually.
And I'm taking a left.
Yeah, left.
Very left.
Kerrigan Cougar ran away from me today before I
And
even
taking a
shot him.
right.
Okay, go right.
Alright, because it got enough cream from the
Yeah,
ranch.
It saw me run towards it and it pissed off. I'm very confused.
So weird for her to be leading the group.
Weapons out.
Weapons out.
Weapons out.
You normally go through the ranch or no?
Nope.
No?
Shit, sorry,
Okay.
boss.
Alright, well, I'm taking a left here then.
Taking left.
And I'm gonna go right off road here along the fence.
Cutting right.
Cutting right.
Third.
Bush.
Head bush.
Herd bush.
It's all right. You
No, I
cleared
did.
most of
I
this.
mean, yeah, you're welcome. I clear it with my face. I'm gonna be staying straight but
Tibbit,
going on the
have
road.
Have you fought with the cougar all that much down here in McFarland's?
Yes.
All right. I'd like to see. I ain't never been there to see you do it, so
Really?
I would like to see how you approach it.
Okay, I'm taking a right. The thing is, I like shooting off my horse.
You're right.
Good right.
Watch me miss all my shots now that I have 3 people watching me.
We got nothing but faith in you.
Performance anxiety is a thing.
It 100% is a thing for me. I'm telling you that now.
Danger
I
zone.
mean, the goal is to move the animal on, whichever way that is. So if it runs away, it runs away.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We'll
stay.
go there,
I'm
move on
staying
with it.
straight over off the road. Thank you for the follow.
Gun straight.
And there's a wagon to the left.
Milk wagon with a horse behind.
Wagon to the left.
There's the milk wagon.
Yeah.
Milky
Back
wagon.
on the road.
A lot of folk miss the fact that it's about saving the person, not necessarily killing the animal responsible for hurting the person.
Yeah.
Just get it away.
Well, the thing is, once you shoot that
Left
animal,
hand to
you're.
the left.
The thing is, if you shoot the animal, you should probably just put down that point, because that bullet's probably gonna get them infected, and then they're just gonna die a slow and painful death.
Yes. Yeah.
So, I prefer to just kill them fully if you're gonna put bullets into them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Staying straight.
They're going straight.
I know. No, Tibbit also let her gain. Remember that. She did technically lead her gain as well.
I think I just counted 9 Yodis. You see that?
Big group.
9 who?
Yodis.
Everybody's solidifying everything. Why are you mounting so
Okay, I'm slowing. I'm
You
slowing down. I'm
told her,
slowing.
you
I'm
don't
slowing
want
down.
to
I'm slowing down and go to the right.
Slowing down.
Slowing down, going right.
You wanted to go
Oh my
as
god,
fast,
I'm gonna
getting
miss all my
shit
fucking
going,
shots. I'm gonna miss all my shots. This is what's gonna happen.
With that attitude, you is.
bitch. Go kill
I
it.
need cheering. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Of course, there's no cougar.
I see it.
Oh, why is my gun dirty? My gun is dirty. My gun is dirty. This is bad. Thank you. Why is my gun so dirty?
You alright?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I hit it the first time. What the hell?
I think I shot its damn nose off.
Yeah, I shot him in the butt.
Alright. Staying out a little bit. Start calling out.
I might have went through water earlier today, maybe.
What we like to usually say is something like Saints Cross Ranger Corps. If you heard it, give a shout out.
All right.
Much easier to hear you than see you.
Hold on. My horse is... Come on, buddy. There's been a bug recently where if your horse freaks out, it stays freaked out. There we go. Alright, I'm getting this weird thing where the horse freaks out and just stays freaked out forever. Come on. I hate this bug, man.
Try giving it a carrot.
I have. It's something recent where normally happens to snakes. He'll freak out over it, and then I'll kill it, and then he'll still stay freaked out for like 5-10 minutes after.
Even if you try to send him on a lap or something.
Yeah, it's weird. I think I fixed it.
All right.
I might have. Saints Crossing Ranger Score. Call out if you are injured.
Not bad.
I've been practicing with Al on that one. It took me a little bit to figure out it was Ranger Corps and not like Ranger Department. I think we got some riders coming in. We got a rider with a gun coming in.
Howdy. It's looking like Nathan checked under the bridge.
I told you, man, that first cougar, I would fall back. I would miss. I missed the second shot.
Is that Nathan up there?
Which ways?
Up high westerly?
Rob him?
Looking like it.
Alright. We'll move that way. Right now, we only got the time to check where anyway, the wolves.
Oh, you're just leaving behind your other one?
Well, then we
He's over here.
saw him up there.
Oh.
So we gotta double check.
I'm gonna use my repeating since it's clean.
Get up over this hill and see if he kept going. No sign of him.
Maybe he had a headache.
Perhaps.
I'll probably stay St. Sebastian just from 100%. Where'd he go?
Hey, Jane is not gonna like that.
Did he just leave?
He wouldn't do that. Cole, which way did you look? Did you go up the hill to the north?
Yeah, I went north ways.
Alright. He's gone then.
Can take a peek up there again, because there's a point up high I might be able to see him.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd he go?
Where did he go? Let's just look by the waterfall real fast.
Are you right or to our right?
Right or to our right?
Yeah, it was behind now.
Well, I know we didn't imagine the man.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he got taken.
We'll look by the falls real fast, then double back.
Sounds good.
Alright. Don't see nothing. He shouldn't have ventured far. Because he had himself an accident.
Wait, is that a rock? That's a rock.
Wait, is that him over there at the crossing?
Yeah.
There he is. Is that him right there? West? Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Is this one of your little inside tests?
No,
We had no idea where you were.
I looked behind me, you were all there, and then I looked behind me again, and no one was there, so I just stayed put. Yeah, if in doubt, don't.
Would the base of the hill headed down to Armadillo still be Hennigan's, I think?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
that'd be
it is,
the
yeah.
only other place I think we could check before it's got turned back. And it would be potentially the most likely.
Snake
Whoa.
and rock.
Wow.
And person.
Left, rather.
Same left.
Fan out a little bit. Hey, so
She's gonna have friends now? I don't know, man. Tibbit doesn't trust anybody in the Ranger Corps other than Hal. Like, I know Rain mentioned that you need to let your Rangers, you know, help you, and it's like, bruh, Tibbit ain't gonna fucking just trust you. Just because she joined the Ranger Corps, you gotta earn her trust. It's gonna take a little while for her to earn that, or to get that trust within them. Normally leave the other people behind, or?
Oh, they know where we're going.
Oh, okay.
If it was a recruit, we turned back.
You miss Fraser? Man, I do miss him. He's been playing on Hyro a lot more. I don't see no wolves.
Could have been scared off by that wagon if it came up this way. What is this?
I can never remember if Pike's Basin counts or if it shows up on its own tip.
I don't think it does. I think I think it's all part of Hannigan's.
Did Nathan?
Anybody hurt here?
If you're hurt out here, sound off.
It could be around here too.
Well, I say we take the road down here to cut up over by Manteca. See if we get lucky on the way back.
Yeah, sure.
All right. We're gonna get to the path down here, Cole, and start working our way back because the meeting's in about 15 minutes. So.
Oh, shit, all right.
But we might be able, who knows, maybe somebody fell the wolves down here, so maybe be able to still scoop them up on the way out.
All right, I'll stick close to the rock wall.
Third. Which is just spooked over there by a rider.
Your third sound off.
Saints Crossing Ranger Corps. Anybody hurt out here?
I already sleep in that area. Sorry?
That's one thing you'll get to look forward to.
What?
Most of the time you're gonna think like you're talking to yourself.
That sounds like something that I would do in my old age, not right now.
Well, no time like the present to start.
Then again, people
Saints
think that I'm an old
Crossing
lady.
Ranger Corps. What's that?
People think I'm an old lady anyway, so I guess I should start, yeah. Saints Crossing Rangers Corps. Call out if you are injured.
Got it out.
What'd you say?
Oh, I was just saying howdy now, seeing if anybody's saying anything
Oh.
back. Drop that rock on
Was Buzz headed up this way?
Yeah, he's on to the right. The south.
Oh, there he is.
Rider?
Or rider? Oh, shit.
Got a rider down there, too.
There, we'll head up this way. Long trek to Inverina. Rider?
Rider!
Rider.
I'm trying to avoid saying rider or left with Bolton's voice. I'm so used to that. Ah! Okay, taking a right. Nice call outs, Buzz.
Gotta cut across the left here.
Taking a left here.
Left.
a little. It's not much different. We have deputies who don't call out. So. Getting on the tracks and to the right.
Oh, the tracks.
I like whichever ranger this is. What?
It's fine.
Ow. I know Weller, man. I hate it.
Yeah, definitely ain't helping the search.
I hate it when it's the senior deputies or sheriffs that don't do call-outs. Even more. I thought you weren't supposed to ride on the tracks.
If we need to get somewhere fast, we'll go single file over here.
Fair enough. See, and this is the definition of one ranger teaching her one way and the other ranger's teaching her a different way. I just hydrated, so I'm keeping that.
Cutting to the left.
Cutting to the left.
Yep, that's a lie.
Yeah.
Going straight.
That was a lie.
Oh.
Yep. Threw me off. Going right.
Going right.
Going right.
Do I have my... I thought I had gun oil in my bags. I guess I don't.
Looking at the moon.
Why did I pick Amberino?
Looking at the moon.
Why did you pick the Amberino?
Well, it's a good tower. It's just
people off the porch, I suppose.
Is it really... Wait, which... is it the tower in the meadows? Is that where you're going, or in the snow?
It's in one of the meadows. Grizzlies east. It's real nice. It's real pretty.
Off-road here to the left.
Off-road to the left.
Going crazy left.
Hey!
Snake.
I hate how he's kicking his horse. I hate the people who kick their horses lightly to go. It just makes no sense and it hurts the fingers. It's what Frankie did. We had to get Frankie off that habit of lightly kicking your horse. She did that with Law.
Back on path. Not hit the goddamn pole.
Two riders off to the left.
Riders off to the left.
Now. And left.
Steer.
Head left.
Getting wet.
I'm not saying that.
Say wiggling, hurt wiggling.
Oh, he said getting wet.
Head getting wet.
No, not like that.
Right.
Take it right. Oh my god, Buzz does exactly what Frankie does, man. That's so obnoxious.
Speedy then.
It is
Especially if we get your
so obnoxious.
rider tank in. Single file over the bridge.
I'm gonna file over bridge.
Once we cross the train tracks here, we'll cut the horses close to the legs some. pass that down.
All right.
What?
We're gonna pick it up after these railing things, these train tracks. That's it.
Picking it up after the trash.
You can English.
Take it. Take.
Let's go.
Picking it up. Riders.
Yep.
Riders.
Right.
And we're out of the wolf territory. I'm intentionally making Tibbit's callouts really like. What's the word? Really sporadic. I could easily do this by the book 100%, but that'd be too. Taking left. Oh. Slowing up.
We only like getting our horses about half-winded, just in case trouble befalls us and we still need to haul ass somewhere.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ready to haul ass herd.
Take the turn coming up here at Caliban's.
Taking it right up here.
Making a ride.
Heard that.
How's everybody's horses feeling?
Good.
Great.
All right, let's go again.
Picking it up.
Great.
Hell yeah, the fucking Arabians are killing it. I can keep up with Buzz by just doing that. Kind of OP.
We'll get up here and then get into the hotlands. We will cut left about now.
Taking it left.
Find the rocks. Slowing up.
Slowing down.
Hold up.
Why are you saying it's slowing up? That makes no sense. Isn't it slowing down?
How do you pull the reins? You pull
I agree.
Pull them back a little.
I just pull my reins back and down, but I don't know.
Excuse me, Scholar Tibbit.
I'm sorry?
Left.
You just told me the English and you're saying slowing up.
Single file over the bridge.
Single file.
I think Buzz is 100% on this one.
What? I'm gonna talk to my uncle about this. See which way is the right way.
Your uncle an English teacher?
My uncle basically, yes, he raised me and taught me all the things that I would probably be taught in a school.
Okay. He never once said slowing up.
No, he's just slowing down.
Ain't no one gonna have the exact same vocabulary as you on the crossing, so it's about being open to learning new sayings and organisms. So
Kind of like how you say goodbye.
damn right.
It's a wonderful kiss on the cheek.
Take it. Where are we going?
Left.
Left? Okay.
Going left.
Staying right.
Staying right.
Yeah, staying right.
Staying right, then turning right.
Staying right and then turning right.
Swinging right and then turning.
I heard that.
How's everybody's horses feeling?
Feeling amazing.
Everybody good for another jaunt?
Feeling good to hoof. You ready, Nathan?
Ready and waiting.
Ready to hoof.
Let's go.
All right, speeding up.
Yep, yep.
Going left.
Taking a left.
Going left.
Single file after the tracks.
They can't hear me from back there. Single file after the tracks. Where the fuck are we going? Amberino has slowing up. No, slowing down.
Slowing up.
Slowing down. No, you're gonna get me in that bad habit.
Calm down.
Take it right.
Going right.
I hate people saying slowing up. It makes no sense.
What is nice about this, I don't got no more call-outs to the watchtower. It's just a straight shot from me.
Mm-hmm.
A straight shot through the gauntlet of wolves in the meadows.
Maybe that's why I chose up here.
Ready for the gauntlet.
This also works out because if there are any stragglers and the amount of phone to the wolves, well, we'll scoop them up and get them to the meeting.
Eating a snack, herd.
I like that we don't telegram at every step of the way. That's kind of nice.
How close is Nathan?
What do you mean, how close?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, he should be able to hear you, just barely though.
Yeah. Alright, you pass this back to him.
Okay.
I went with Alia on a patrol up here, and we didn't see that bear again.
Okay, I'm passing the salon. Buzz says I went with Olia and we didn't see the bear in somewhere. Yeah. Are you talking about the bear that's in that little corner, Big Valley?
No, not Big Valley. Up here.
Oh, up here.
We found a bear up further to the north. Big old grizzly.
Really?
Kid you not. He is my witness. Instead of going up the hill here, we'll cut around the side on the left here.
Yep.
Cutting around.
Alright, hitch up where you can.
There's a lot of people up here. Holy fuck! Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we at least.
This way, Tibbit.
Ow! I didn't even see that. I was busy looking at the tower.
This place up here is called Malcolm's Rest. Where one of our rangers recently fell, so
Yes, I see.
wanted him to be a part of it.
Aww. Oh, that's actually sweet.
Cool looking porn.
How'd the stuff go, Hennigan?
No, nothing.
It went.
Oh.
Howdy, y'all. Thank you for your patience. Trying to see everybody that's here.
You saw the hammer? No, their family sold that hammer a while ago.
Madison, would you like to tell everyone what this place is for folk that don't know?
For those of you that don't know, this is the resting place for my father, Malcolm Irvine, who was he promoted to senior ranger or was he just ranger?
He was a senior.
Yeah, senior ranger. He passed away from complications with a bite to the neck from one of the shadows of Lemoyne. And we laid him to rest here, where we thought he could see the sunrise and the sunsets in his favorite place. From the short bit I got to see him with his rangering, even though he did it for months, half a year or more, it was his life. It was everything to him, helping folks, going through the wilderness and knowing every inch of it like the back of his hand. And to him, this weren't no job. This was his purpose. And everybody he worked with was family. So that is the deal of it, is everybody you see here and everybody you get to know in the Corps is more than just folks you work with. We learn to trust each other and be able to rely on each other. And to finish that off, is the word we chose for him was canny, because he was always getting smarter every day, and he always told folks to be canny and really embodied that word.
He sure was. I'd like to thank all of you for coming. Who's that back there?
Not sure.
That Shepherd?
Raymond Rock.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Mess with his presence.
Got State Ranger Raymond Ross.
Howdy.
G'day, Ross.
Don't mind me. Just gonna
Welcome
take a little listening if you don't mind.
Holy shit.
Sure.
It's fucking
I'm
hard.
one nervous already.
Yeah, you can join the circle, mate.
Oh, sorry.
I guess I should preface this with anything I say now can easily be overruled by the state ranger here. But
I'm just here to listen. I'm not here to rain on anyone's parade.
Well, give me time. I'll surprise you. I got a little bit of housekeeping. Got a few of you attended the medical training with Elsie Fletcher yesterday, which was grateful for. It's all about being able to stabilize folk that we found out in the wild to make sure that they get a smooth transport back into town where the docs can work their magic. So she's going to be hosting another round of medical training for us on November 12th, which is a Saturday at 8 p.m. There's it's a good opportunity for you folk to get familiar with all the proper medical protocol and more effectively stabilize and save people during our search and rescues. If any recruits that can attend that haven't already, should do their best to attend. And as all of us know, recruits don't have access to the clipboards yet, so the recruits should get with the rangers to sign up for it. Reminder telegrams from the rangers shouldn't hurt either. I did want to start most of this about covering a couple concerns that we've got. I mainly want to remind folk about search and rescues, and more importantly, that they are a privilege bestowed upon us from the crossing and the government. We are the most capable, but that does not give us the right to make it no contest. From today, there will be no tallies, no scorekeeping, or any other form of internal competition. We let our actions do the talking, not numbers. It should be a given. We'll never find everyone due to circumstances outside our control. That last statement I just made was not a challenge. Understand that, and make peace with it. A wise man once said, "Remain humble. If you don't worry about the credit, you get a lot more done." Search and rescues do not make the Rangers great, but they allow us the chance to find the greatness within ourselves. One other thing to drive home is to remind all you how to properly prepare for search and rescue, about adding yourself as a responder, then writing in the daily clipboard. One of the biggest things we've seen is a lot of folk respond to the actual time that the rider that spotted the person sent it in, but you should be putting in the time in which you are responding to the search and rescue. Next thing I want to talk is I've noticed a seems like ranger conduct has begun a little we'll say loosey-goosey here. But I've seen repeated examples of folk not conducting themselves as rangers, whether it be riding in or out of town at unsuitable speeds, or responding to ranger tip lines with themed names, or wanting to hog all search and rescues in mixed company. This also extends to our main lodge in Strawberry. If you see stray horses milling about in town, it's our job as fellow occupants of this place to keep it clean. Hitch the horses outside of town, take them up to the fence by the stables. Take pride in our home. I must reiterate, the eyes of the crossing are upon us, in and out of town. Conduct yourselves accordingly. The next bit, this is something I've been thinking about implementing for a good long while, before I was, or while I was game warding. But I'm going to be calling them Ranger Rounds, where every week a ranger must check in at every outpost with at least another ranger or ranger recruit. We're doing this to hold y'all accountable. And hell, who knows? We might even learn something about each other along the way. Now, these check-ins cannot be made on the same day, nor with the same person. One or two of you can go to a couple outposts, but you can't go to all of them in the same day. The government has spent a lot of time designing and building these outposts specifically for us, as well as getting them tip lines in there. I want to make sure that we're all using them, because if we don't, we risk losing them. Now, a lot of folk wonder what you do once you get in the green, aside from putting your head down and going to work even more. But I like to think of something that a lot of you all have been developing called special projects. We constantly welcome new ideas and fresh ways of thinking. I like to think you can't do a good job if you don't have a chance to use your imagination or your creativity. I personally have seen so many amazing contributions that individual rangers have made over my time, and we always want more. So find something you're passionate about inside the Rangers. Just let us know what it is. It'll be up to the game wardens and the seniors to keep you accountable. The goal is great to strive towards, but it's even better when you reach it. And we can help. Any questions so far?
There's 18 of us here.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I do got something to say about the outpost.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, me and Kiona went down to the one in New Austin, and it seemed as though someone had been making a home of the place. Had everything going, stuff running in fireplace, candles up and all that. It's important that we make a presence be known there, that these are government buildings owned by Saints Crossing Rangers. I've already gone ahead and put a note up on the door stating that that is a tower used by the Rangers, and said that it can be used as a shelter but should not be used as a permanent place of homage. And when people go out to do their rounds, when that gets implemented, it's a good idea to put notes akin to that up near the door.
Had similar thing happened at the Lemoyne outpost. Someone had put a sign up saying that they were staying there. They weren't claiming ownership; they were just saying that they were there, and everyone was welcome to stay and pop in. I left a note similar to what Bear's talking about. I left a note saying, welcome to stay. However, please be aware this is a government building used by Rangers. We are in here, all kinds of times of the day, and consequently they decided to leave. So, just leaving a friendly note, letting people know that these aren't dwellings, they're government buildings. Usually tends to turn them off and move them on.
We could take bets on the next one you think will be habitated. We can do that after the meeting.
Sure.
Right now, I'd like to recognize 4 folk that just acquired their green. Maybe if the 4 of you would like to step forward and say a little something about yourselves. That's Madison Irvine. That's Jackson Cooper. That's Ray Lee. And that's, I'm going to butcher this, Kiono. I'm sorry. Kiono Kalichial. Did I say it right?
You said it perfectly.
Huh?
You said it perfectly.
Ah, fantastical.
You could say Kionos, but you can't say Connor.
Oh, is it Connor?
I still love him. I still love him. It's fine.
Is it Connor?
Yeah, it's Connor.
Yeah, it's Connor. It's not Cooper. It's Connor. I love you still, Buzz. It's fine.
Whatever.
Okay.
Step forward and say something,
Sure you were
goddammit.
paying attention, Jackson. That's all.
Uh-huh.
Right. I've met most all of you, except for a few faces. I am Madison Irvine. Relatively new to the crossing. I've been here a couple months now. I grew up mining and going from place to place in the mines and along the railroad. And I followed Malcolm here when we moved states. And he came here before me and found a home with the Rangers and followed suit. And here I am.
Oh, okay. My name is Kiono Kalichia. I am a native from the southern Mississippi tribe of the Choctaw. I came to the crossing to pretty much find a new path in life. And I'm glad to say that I could find two paths here in the crossing. One being the Rangers, and one being the tribekin of Wapiti and Topo at the village. And I just want to say thank you all for having me here and forming a bond with me that I'm surely never to forget. Thank you.
I'm Jackson Cooper, really known as Jackson Connor.
Wait, so what is the actual name?
Connor. Jackson Connor.
It's Jackson Connor.
Yeah, Connor. I am.
It is my suspicion there might be a Jackson Cooper in the crossing, and there might have been that, or something got misconstrued in the tip line.
No, we're just making sure Jackson's paying attention.
It's okay.
Or that.
Don't worry about it.
Continue.
I'm used to being the butt of the jokes around here. It's fine. I grew up in Virginia. One thing y'all might not know about me is I actually graduated medical school and practiced as a surgeon for 10 years before moving here.
Have a good night.
I'm very accident prone. Everybody that rides with me a lot is aware of this. So you'll probably see me on medical leave a lot. Anyway, thanks for making me part of the family. I was lost kind of before that. And thanks for making me feel like I have a home now.
Oh.
It's also his birthday today.
What?
No.
Happy birthday, Jackson.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Jackson.
So angry.
When's the birthday bash?
We get to give him birthday punches.
Yep.
Birthday beatings?
Medicine.
No, it's just no.
What the hell?
Do that in your own time. Not arrange the time.
He has stitches. He can't beat him up.
Just don't punch him in the back.
Yeah, just don't punch me in the back, I guess.
Yeah,
No
do
pats
it.
on the back neither.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, it might be wise.
There's one other thing I'd like to cover, and that I'm extremely proud of. It's the amount of Ranger recruits we have with us right now, and have gotten in the roster. So, if y'all thought you were getting away with not being able to talk about yourselves for a hot second,
Damn it!
well, you're dead wrong. So I'd like each one of you to step forward, introduce yourselves, and tell us what you're excited about with the Rangers.
All right, I'll go.
Jesus Christ, I was about to go, I was like, fuck.
Daniel Crease. I'm from New South Wales in Australia.
Wow.
Man, from Victoria.
Really making me feel welcome here.
No, we're all smiles here, brother.
I suppose I'm excited about seeing parts of the crossing that I haven't been to yet and getting a bigger understanding of those areas. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Woo! Oh, fucking, I'll go. Everyone should know me by now, I think.
Sadly.
Hey, excuse. I don't know who to look at right now. My name's Tibbit. I've been here for over a year in the crossing, so I know it like the back of my hand. From Chicago, and for about 10 months now, people have told me to join the Rangers, and I'm excited to finally join the Rangers, so people start telling me that, as well as being able to use my skills to help people.
Glad you're here.
My name is Olya Ivanovya. I'm originally from Kiev in Russia, and I've been in crossing for about a month now, and I'm very excited learning about the crossing from people who and not just know the crossing people in it and such, but people who know the lay of the land, the animals, and being able to use these skills to help rescue people or just make crossing safer for animals and humans.
I like that she said Kiev, Russia. So she's sticking to the history of it.
Awesome.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Love to hear it.
My name is Justine LaRue. I'm from the Northwest Territories up across the border, and the thing I'm most looking forward to is enjoying the bounties of nature with all of you and helping people in the crossing.
All right.
Sounds good.
Well, I'm Deuce Patterson. I'm just the average fella, and I'm most excited. Deuce Patterson. I'm the average fella, and I'm most excited about, just getting around, helping people that need help, whenever they need it, however they need it. That'll be all.
All right.
Just as long as they don't need your help in a bank robbery, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Perfect. Isla, you have anything to add?
Nothing pressing. It might be worth making some of the recruits aware. There are two individuals currently that we are having some issues with. They are Mason James and Austin Grant. If you're not familiar with them, they are two men who have previously targeted rangers. Myself, my partner Hummingbird, Chief Hummingbird, and Nathan have all been picked up by at least Mason. Tibbit, unfortunately, has been caught out by Austin recently, and Mason continues to make a nuisance of himself around Strawberry and around town. There are full descriptions of these two men in the paperwork, but if the recruits would like to familiarise themselves with them, just let me know. I can get a copy of that over to you. If anyone approaches you in town asking you if you're a ranger and you don't know who they are, especially if you're on your own, just remember rule number 1, don't be a fucking idiot. If for whatever reason they do approach you and you know who they are, you are allowed to give them one warning that should they come into any closer, you'd be forced to defend yourself. They have shown time and time again that they will take any opportunity and any advantage that they can to hurt you. I won't go into detail, but one thing that got me through a lot of the day that I got picked up by both of them was the fact that when I was riding back to Strawberry, came up to Wallace Station and all I saw was a sea of green ponchos, and that's the only thing I really remember. He's just having a sigh of relief. Your ponchos are a sign. They are a beacon of trust. Don't take it for granted. The Rangers were very much a beacon of light in a time that was very, very dark, so I don't want anybody to forget that. The work we do is extremely important. We're very lucky to do the work that we do. We're very lucky to have the knowledge that we have. And I don't want any of it to go to waste. If anyone has any questions as well about it, I'm more than happy for you to approach me. I would much rather you all be educated and aware of what's happening. So feel free if you want to grab me. Let me know. That's it from me.
Anything from you, State Ranger Ross?
No. Oh, it's all on. You said everything I needed to say.
Anyone else have anything?
I got a very quick thing.
Mm-hmm.
Recruit feedback. It's been a little lacking. Some recruits have been around for a while and they only have 3 or 4 reports. I just want to give a shout out to those that do a very good job at it. Rain, Isla, Kiono. I feel like you guys have done a great job with the feedback. I would just need more of it. So many people have been around too long to not have enough. That's really it.
You basically called
To add to
everyone
that,
else out.
I find that if stuff has already been said and it's already been worked on, I don't see the point in repeating someone else's feedback if it's exactly the same. Personally.
Question: if the feedback is still the same, but there's enough of a gap in time with no improvement, do you still put that anyway?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And just make sure you're reading the feedback before you take recruits out. Gives you a good idea what to test. See if they're retaining the information. That's it. That's it for me.
Anyone else? All right.
Can we do a big group deep breath?
A deep breath?
A big one big deep breath.
Big exhale and release. How big are we talking?
Until it hurts, and then just oh my god. Then just
And is it like a synchronized deep breath, or are we
Yeah, I'll give a count of three.
Are we going on 3 or after 3?
Yeah, on 3 or after 3 or like
on 3.
Tibbit ain't doing that.
We might cause some kind of landslide with the rocks around here.
All of a sudden, San
Tibbit is
Diego's a
not doing
hurricane
that.
game.
Here. I'm just gonna count to 3, and everyone take a deep breath of your own accord.
Still trying this.
1, 2.
My ears.
I actually feel a lot better.
Okay.
Thank y'all for coming. Make sure if any of you wanted to clock in and go for any ride outs, patrols, anything like that, we can all congregate over at the watchtower. And if you do plan to leave, just don't go alone if you're working your way back to town. So a lot of wolf dinners around here.
And if anyone wants to grab anyone for questions, feel free to do so.
I will stand right here and wait. I will not be offended if no one talks to me neither.
Did the head and game warden want to talk to seniors specifically?
Can do.
I remember here, we might have some rangers waiting for a stipend right now.
Yes.
You want to come see me? I got some funds on me.
Anybody who's received the green recently and has not received their stipend,
Oh, you get a
please head over to State
stipend?
Ranger Raymond Ross.
Apart from
how
Rain.
recently?
Sorry, Rain.
Apart from Rain, yeah, sorry, Rain.
If you have not ever received a stipend,
I never got one.
Yeah,
Did you really
I never
not get
got
one?
mine either.
Okay, if you've never received,
No, I'm not even worried about it now.
Alright.
I'm just gonna let it run.
That concern is long past.
This money, make a line for me.
You get a stipend?
Single.
While I'm here, could I get those descriptions of the
yes.
I would
Yes,
also like
Kiono,
this.
Kiono, Calitia.
I think all recruits should get a description.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've already got a description.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Sorry,
Tibbit's
I went
alright.
The way you were going.
Deuce!
Doing okay.
Uh-oh. Damn, I didn't heard him speak up. That was spooky, bear.
I'm not.
Alright, I can give it to you verbally.
Why is everybody crowding around me?
Please.
No, I was going to ask where. I was going to ask where he shot you.
Yeah, I'll take both.
Shot me in the
Take both.
abdomen. I'm pretty sure I have an infection, actually. I gotta go look at.
Okay.
Jesus, Tibbit.
I don't know. I'm just I don't know. I guess I'm susceptible to infections or something.
Ain't good to go out on patrols when could run the risk of getting hurt or endangering us. So
Yeah, well, that's why I'm gonna go to the doctor.
Or just these two people.
appreciate that.
I'd say if it's anybody you're not familiar with, don't clarify, especially if you're on
aim
your
for your
own.
mouth.
Don't clarify that you're a
What?
ranger recruit. If you're with somebody,
What?
feel
What'd you
free
say?
to do so.
What'd you
Huh?
say?
But especially
I said he didn't aim for your mouth.
Yeah, don't
Rant?
don't tell them.
Take care now, ladies and gents.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Ross. Good seeing you.
Appreciate you, Ross.
What a beautiful man.
All right. So Mason James.
That's really not a funny joke right now.
Got pale complexion, slightly tanned.
Strange, I think it is.
sandy
I'm
brown
glad you
hair
can
tied back into a
be
small
humorous in a
ponytail.
situation like that. You know what? I actually respect
Brown
that.
facial hair, usually sort of goatee style.
Humor's the best
Actually, he did
medicine
aim from
sometimes.
he did aim for my mouth. He broke my
clothes with
fucking
a sort of
nose.
Gonna head to work,
dark
BD.
red
Oh.
maroon vest or shirt. He is.
They do say humor's the best medicine, but not if you feel
riding
like you got an
a
infection in your stomach. Yeah, you go see a doctor for that.
Yeah, I should probably go get that checked out.
He sounds like he's
We
been
got any doctors? Right,
chewing
probably
on
not. No,
nails
never mind.
since
That's a
he came
stupid
out the
question. That's a
womb,
stupid
so-
question.
Okay. See you later, Bear.
You travel safe, Kiana.
Austin Grant.
I haven't seen any. That was a question.
I believe we can check once we get
Again,
if we
Cal
check
comes
in
back
the
to as tan
watchtower.
as Mason James.
We'll be able to see if any
got
docs
black
are
hair, black
clocked in. So
It's very finely
Yeah,
and
probably go to
neatly
Blackwater,
trimmed, a
see
little
if
bit like
Elsie's
Joe's.
around.
Full black clothing, but he
That
wears
works.
a white undershirt. Usually a black long coat. There's a hat that's similar to Nathan's style, but it's pure
I think I don't want to talk to senior, so I had to stick around a little bit longer.
and he rides a
feels
black
good,
Turkmen.
man. I feel
He
like-
has a slightly
well, yeah, I
higher
feel like
register
at
to his
the end of
voice, but
Every ranger
American.
meeting is just
both
good.
are
I usually
American.
take a big old deep breath. Why wouldn't everyone else?
I'm.
Sorry, you say something?
Here's got copies to you as well.
I'll be back at the lodge. I gotta get to a doctor.
Okay.
Although they're gonna, I guarantee you that he's gonna yell at me if I don't take someone.
It's fair. I need to stick around for the meeting, but
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait for someone back there.
okay. I'm gonna be putting my head down for like an hour after that, also. But I'll telegram you when I wake back up if you're still around.
All right. I'm gonna be honest. Over here.
Like I said, they've made continuous threats on the life of the Rangers, so do not be afraid to follow through.
I don't
on
know
your
about you,
promise
but I
and shoot
feel-
them should they come closer to you. Only provide them with one warning.
If this is
And we've been
consistently,
given the okay
God damn it,
from,
she's so loud.
Sheriff Rabbit as well for that.
I just believe a lot of the policies they have, they don't allow you to protect yourself, and it seems a little contradicting to the whole trust us, trusting your fellow rangers to protect you. And I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna bring any sort of trust into anybody here just right off the bat, just because we wear the same thing.
I understand that.
But if I feel like I'm going to be unsafe in this job, I'm sorry, but I will be leaving it. But so far today, I was told to go inside of a building, a random homestead out in the middle of nowhere without my gun in hand. And I'm sorry, but that to me is already a huge security thing for me.
I understand that, and honestly, that's a very small part of our job is checking buildings.
I'm
I
just
tend to not
saying.
do it.
I know. I'm just saying. It seems like Buzz was a little confused about that too, thankfully. But I'll see how things go.
I mean, you'll be a fantastic ranger if you want to stick around, and I really hope you do.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think my personality is gonna fit with a lot of people here, but I guess we'll see.
I think you'll find more like-minded people to you than you think. You might not have seen it here, but you're not the only one. You have
Right.
a personality that a lot of the old rangers had.
Mm.
The ones that made very good ones. So
I guess we'll see. Anyways,
guess
I
so.
really gotta go and get this checked out because I saw it. My wound here was pretty itchy and red last night, and now it's getting it's getting bad. I know why. I'm starting to think that. I know.
We would ask you don't do any. surgery
I'll have to
rescues
ask
as a
Crow, but
recruit.
he's probably
You
gonna.
shouldn't be doing any
I'll
escorts
ask him
a
as to
recruit
why
either.
he maybe believes that I seem to
Basically,
be getting
just
infections no
ranger
matter
duties
what
you
they
should
do to
be
me.
doing as a recruit. When you get the
Yeah.
green, you're more than
Please get it
welcome
looked
to
at.
go ahead and
Yeah, I will.
do that as
if you
much
need
as
someone to
you
take you
like.
to town after the meeting, I can.
But yeah, as a recruit, it's just that you need a safe.
If no one takes you to town by yourself, I'll go with you.
Oh, I can go by
after.
myself. I would prefer to go by myself right now, but they're not gonna allow you or allow me to.
Yes.
All right. Just stay safe.
They're not gonna allow me. If I just go up on my
Okay.
own, I guarantee you that's gonna be a mark against me.
I don't think they'll notice. I just want you to be safe, whatever that takes.
You know that I already do.
I know.
bouquet of flowers, okay. It was too crazy. Yeah, she 100% is.
Seniors.
Alright.
Well, thank you so much. I will let you all be, but thank you for the meeting and everything. That is a lot of good information.
Yes, no problem. Thank you for coming. Justine,
I don't know about
is your
Bear.
copy.
Hello.
Howdy. Are you going back?
Duh.
Okay, I'll go with you. I just need to go now.
Duh, we can go now.
Yeah. What's your name again? What was your name again?
Olia
Olia.
Ivanovia.
Oh.
Duh.
Oh, so you're Russian.
Duh. From Kiev.
I see. My father is Russian.
Oh, this is very nice.
What about you fellas? Sorry, I don't remember your name.
Daniel.
Daniel.
Two. Yeah, just two Australian. Ooh.
I don't know why he passed me. He usually stops before me.
You two heading back to town or something?
I gotta get to Blackwater for medical attention.
Alright, would you mind if I come with?
Oh, yeah, it looks like your horse might require you to need medical attention.
It's fine.
Now, there are wolves around here, by the way. A rider as well. She's already leading her own little group. How long have you two been here?
In crossing about a month, recruit for about a week.
Oh.
But I pretty much spent most of last month pretty much just hunting and crossing, getting to know land as well as possible.
I see. I guess as a benefit I've got, I already know the land, I know the animals. Just gotta learn the policies.
They definitely do things very particular way in some circumstances.
How about you meet the Russian before? I did on Bolton. I think actually I have on Tibbit too. I just. So are you liking it so far? I guess I don't know. I'm really bad at small talk.
No, it has been very good. Everyone has been very welcoming, and it has been good to. I guess there was a lot I had figured out on own about land, but hearing little details from other people sometimes has been good.
Did you ever go on any hunting trips with Mr. Graves, Gideon?
I have gone on hunting trips with his friends, like Ivy, but
Danger zone. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
But I know of name. I've met him once actually. Actually at speed dating event. I met him for first time.
No, that's the reason I was asking, because he seemed pretty interested in hunting with you.
No, we just have not managed to ever have time. I enjoy hunting with that group, but well, lately I guess I've just been busy with rangers now. I keep also trying to meet with Ambrosia, who used to hunt with that group, but I under the impression she got the earth and is not hunting as much now.
No, she's in Sanctimony these days. I think she's also out of town for a bit.
We tell
I'm
around.
staying left.
Left.
Third.
I should.
Me and Ambrosia do tell
I should not do any call outs on her.
I know she's busy for time, but we would like to hang out with each other again in non-hunting capacity.
Well, she might be happy to take you herb gathering. She does that from time to time.
Oh, you know, I have not done much of. I do not know much about herbs. I've not gone looking for them much, but I do know. I was exploring Roanoke for first time with and came across a group that was gathering herbs. Bartholomew and Marty Brew.
Taking a right.
Taking a right.
Heard that.
But that would be interesting to learn more about herbs and their locations around crossing. I do not know much about this.
I cannot just not do callouts, man. It's an instinct. Like on GTA, it's an instinct here. I wanna RP her just for getting to do callouts, but it's so hard to. Sorry. Wait.
Excuse me, getting up a bit closer. You've been with the Rangers for a while?
No, today's my first day.
But you've been around with them before?
A little bit. I don't really know anybody other than Hal, who's my partner.
Oh, you are partners with Hal.
Oh.
I just did patrol before the meeting with Hal. Actually going all around Amberino.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, he hasn't really showed me that much of Rangers. I've joined him on a few things, but it was kind of, you know, not really the way it's done now. Taking a left.
Left.
I'll also put my gun away since we're outside of animal territory. For 10 months, people have been telling me to join Ranger, so take a left.
Left.
I finally said, fuck it, why not give it a try?
What was stopping you from doing it before?
I'll keep that to myself.
No.
Slowing down for town.
Or slowing down for town. Oh, come on, horse.
Howdy.
G'day. I'm gonna peel off here.
Duh.
What the fuck? Ella! I'm gonna check my telegrams here.
Duh.
This is a local stealing someone's horse. Watch this, guys. Fuck their hitching policy. I ain't fucking hitching a horse with Tibbit, come on. Susceptible. I don't know if I'm spelling that right. Bolton. Oh, that would have been bad. I ain't hitching that horse. That's gonna stay a fucking thing that she ain't doing. Alright, I gotta get the black water.
Duh.
I'm gonna take my poncho off.
Duh, I was going to remind you at one point. Did you want company with to Blackwater?
That's up to you. I thought you wanted to join the rest of the Rangers.
No, I'm fine. I was working before meeting, so.
Oh, well. I mean, if you want, I don't really mind or care. I just need to get over there quickly.
Make sure you get to the place where you're going, and then.
Yeah, well, since I don't have that poncho on. Yeah. Sorry, but if I'm in between towns, I'm gonna keep my gun out.
I actually do quite often as well. I have been robbed while out and about hunting, and
Well, I've been robbed in like 8, 9 months, maybe 10 months. I just don't want to get fucking shot again.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Come on, horse. Tibbit is looking like really good with this outfit, man. Without the poncho, even she actually looks good in this. I may keep the gray outfit for other uses. She actually looks damn good in it. Oh, sorry. Just.
Nice quiet variety. Blackwater is exactly the way we like it.
Yep. Oh, hold on.
Interesting. You recognize those people?
Nope. I'm gonna shoot their wagon though if they try to rob us. You'll probably find out really quickly that I hate guns in my face.
No, this is understandable. I do not know if there are anyone who enjoy feeling of gun pointed at face.
Yeah, well, some people tend to not take precautions on the road despite claiming they don't like getting robbed, so I'm just confused about it.
You sound like a very practical, strategic thinker.
Uh-huh.
This is, I like this. This isn't... I mean, the time that I was robbed, it was purely because I was, about to pick up animal that I had just killed, and people rolled up on me out of nowhere.
Yeah, I've had 2 fellas try to ambush me out in the Heartlands, and I smarted them on my horse.
Duh.
But all you have to do is pay attention. I mean, a gun in hand does deter solo robbers usually.
No, well, this was a group of 4 people, and...
Yeah, well, you can't do much about that.
Duh. But I get a new gun and I put an
No! Oh, you...
My horse ran right...
Oh, shit, I shot wolf. I'm not gonna count that. God damn it. She fucking... It's okay, buddy. Sleep it off.
I'm sorry, my horse jumped right into you.
You'll sleep it off. I'm not counting that.
Where's my horse come?
He would not have died from that
There you
shot
are.
if he wasn't already hurt. He was severely hurt.
Ow! God damn fucking...
Now I shoot well when I'm not with the fucking someone watching me.
Well, that was exciting. Definitely got good bites on me, that damn wolf.
They didn't bite me. I managed to pull that first one pretty quickly.
It's funny because I saw a wolf before it made noise, and then my horse decided, nope, I'm going to jump. Just jump into a Tibbit.
Yeah, usually if there's something that startles horses, it's best to just move away in the same direction that they're coming from. That way you don't let your horse startle itself right into other people. You'll be fine. I think he had a slight, he may have gotten into slight shock from, you know, from the bullets flying around him.
No.
Please be a medic here. Oh, that's Elsie's horse. Thank you.
Duh.
Oh, she's working on someone. I'm really actually starting to like this new gray outfit of hers. It actually looks so good. Let's send a tip to the Rangers. Let them know, so it's a bit more, just more susceptible to infections. And my dice roll says they are. I'm just gonna say she is in general because I've been getting shit dice rolls. I basically made the backstory at this point that she's more susceptible to infections due to her poor immune system from malnutrition when she was younger. I hear a lot of fucking horses. Those are law. I see Herrera.
And I did have a moment where I thought, right, I'll just go on duty and just give this guy something to do.
at this point. Just we'll just stay here, monitor. Have the local nurses monitor as well for the week.
Me,
Alright, perfect, thank you. Okay.
Howdy.
Howdy.
You looking for a checkup?
Alright, I definitely I definitely do.
Yep.
I really need a checkup.
Okay.
Like,
alright.
now?
Yep. Now, you want it inside here or in a tent?
In
Or?
a tent is fine.
Right.
I got an infection again.
Oh no.
I don't know why. I just am more susceptible to them or something. I don't know. It's not my fault, okay?
I'm not blaming you. Maybe there's a salve or something that we can give you.
So yeah, when I took I noticed it yesterday was a bit red, and I knew that at that point it was probably an infection. Then this morning I woke up with it being a lot more red, and I love that she has little. And yeah, it is a little painful as well.
Okay, alright. I'm just gonna carefully remove this then. Yep, that's an infection.
Yeah, I know. But this time I came to you directly, and instead of waiting, so it's not as bad,
Yes.
right?
Right. Yes, that's correct. Thank you for coming. Alright. You're not allergic to cocaine paste, right?
Nope.
Alright. I just see a little bit of pus here, so probably gonna have to take that.
Alright. You might as well just put in my records that I'm most likely gonna get an infection from every fucking wound I come in with.
Maybe we should start doing horsehair for your stitches, because that's supposed to be good for preventing infection.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So far I've done 3 hours of my first rain drain.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So I think I'm impressing them with my knowledge, but there are some things I worry about them. as well.
They should be impressed.
Well, there's some things I guess I'm concerned about it if I go continue. One, I feel like I don't know, the way she said it, it almost seemed like she stated that I had to put trust in all the rangers for situations, which I understand the general basis of that comment, but I don't think she realizes that you shouldn't force someone to trust you right off the bat like that. I have no trust in anyone in that core, except for Hal.
It's understandable. I think it's probably just something they have to say, you know, because the whole point is like working as a team and stuff, so. But I'd hope they understand that it takes time.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of they're gonna expect me to trust them and not realize that there's reasons why I do what I do. Another thing in general, I feel like they're too hesitant to protect themselves. I mean, I had someone, we did like a little welfare check on a building, and the ranger told me to go in there and make sure my gun's on my back. And I don't know about you, but just because someone doesn't call out doesn't mean there's no one in there. So, she said I wasn't confident going in there, and I straight up told her, well, I'm sorry, but I'm used to going inside buildings with a gun out because anyone can just stay quiet and ambush you. It's happened before to me.
Was this, like a head ranger, or?
No, it's just a regular ranger. I did ask Buzz about it, and he said that seemed a little odd, so hopefully it's not the norm, because I'm not gonna go out into homesteads without a gun in hand. It could be anybody in there.
I mean, for medics, we're all trying to treat people right, but we all have different ways of doing it, and not everyone agrees. But as long as we're not hurting the patient, then, you know, if we're healing, we're doing our job. So I'd think that, maybe some rangers don't feel they need to have their gun out. But I think, it sounds like Buzz was okay with it.
Yeah, I hope that's the case. But in general, I just feel like they even said that they were passive people. And I'm sorry, but the type of job they do, you can't be passive. You really can't. There's some situations I understand where you need to, but when you're out there consistently with animals that are trying to kill you, but also around where criminals and people that want to kill you, I'm sorry, but you should have your gun out all the time, in my opinion. That's what's going to deter people. It's not just your numbers that are going to deter people. If your guns are out, it deters people as well.
I think that's a fair point. I'm assuming you brought this up in your interview too, right?
Well, they asked me a question.
Okay.
There's 4 rangers together, and a group of 6 armed come up to you. They come up to you and request for one of the rangers, to give up one of the rangers, otherwise they'll hurt everyone. And she asked me what I would do, and I straight up told her, I'm sorry, but I'm not fucking running again. I'm not gonna release that person to them. Thankfully, it seemed to be the right answer. Because I'm gonna be honest, if she said, no, that's not what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to give him up, I would, at that point, I would have stood up and told him to go find someone else.
Well, then, I mean, it maybe the things that the other rangers are saying is more their own philosophy than the ranger philosophy. Or just their view of rangering.
Guess we'll see. I'm just afraid they're not gonna understand the way I think.
Danger zone.
I mean, it could be the case, and it's something
It could
that
be
we can't
danger zone.
necessarily control.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't think any less of you if you stopped being a ranger.
Oh, I'm fully well aware that I probably won't. Even if I do get the green poncho, I don't know how long I'll keep it. Especially with Austin Grant and Mason James around. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna allow them to come up to me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I gotta get back and continue.
Okay. You gonna lay down or?
No, I'm gonna go back to the rangering.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, don't get hurt, please.
No promises.
I know.
You know I don't get hurt that often.
I do, yes. Just recently.
And look, it's bad luck.
I'm just teasing.
All right, I'll see you around.
Alright, have fun.
I'm really digging this outfit. Not gonna lie, I'm really digging it. That's my friend DMing me about. The hunter. Oh, it's Olia. Oh my god, that was fucking... That was brutal! Damn it, Buckley. We gotta get some gun oil, man. We're gonna need a lot more often as a ranger. Oh, is there nobody here? Oh no. Are they still all at the meeting? Alright. Who did she place a note? Hold on. Did she put a note in my pocket? Hi, Angry. Apparently, I'm missing potentially a lot of law being on, which it's probably a good thing that I'm on Tibbit then. Alright, I don't think there's any rangers around. I don't know how long it's gonna be. Damn it. I miss Sawyer. Howdy. Guess there's no other rangers around, huh? Oh. Howdy.
Howdy.
Are you a ranger? No, you're a
Yes,
recruit.
ma'am.
You're a recruit.
I'm a recruit. Yeah, I'm a recruit.
Okay, so we're all just waiting for people.
Yeah, pretty much. What's Deuce?
How you doing, Deuce?
Pretty good.
You sound like you tired, brother.
No, not really. I ain't tired.
Are you a new recruit? Think I heard of you. They mentioned your
Are
name,
you-
Tibbit. Or something like that?
Yeah, Tibbit.
Tibbit. Nice to meet you. I'm Bo.
Oh.
Bo.
Oh, well, nice to meet you too.
Yeah. You ain't seen any of them around there, Deuce?
No, I took off in the direction opposite of everybody. I didn't see where they all headed off towards.
Yeah, I didn't see anything either. I sent the telegram to the tip line, let them know I was on duty. But I wasn't gonna hang around here, so I ran over to Blackwater. Got attacked by some wolves. Healed them, took them to Blackwater, and we came back over here. Checked my telegram while I was over there to see if any of them told me to come back, but nothing yet. But
I'll give it some time.
yeah,
Somebody will show up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody will. I'm gonna take out my poncho then.
Alrighty.
You know where any of the rangers are? There are 3 recruits here. Oh, am I logged into the recruit thing? Yeah, I am. Oh my god, there's like 20 deputies on. Holy fuck. Everyone wants to see Boone Hayne. How many rangers are about though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they're all... Oh my god, we have 5 cadets on.
Hey, Tibbit.
Yeah.
One of the things they let us know is if ain't no rangers around, try not to sit here in your poncho. I guess there's 2 fellows that target rangers.
Yeah, I know about them.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he knows that Tibbit got hit by one of them.
Where are you from, Tibbit?
I'm from Chicago.
Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Nice place.
I guess so, yeah. I don't really
Yeah.
miss it much.
Really?
No. What about you?
I'm from Texas. Oh, good old Texas. Not as all cracked up to be, but you know, I like to call it home.
I guess so. I can't really
Yeah.
say Chicago's my home, but it was a home.
Oh, okay. So what made you want to become a ranger?
People kept bothering about it. Bothering me for about 10 months about it, so I finally just gave in so they stopped bitching about it.
I guess that's one way to go about it. I finally made it up there to Wapiti. Deuce finally got me a boat.
Hey, good on you.
Yeah. Me and Justine and Oya went up there, did a little bear hunting. Up there by the den, well, you know where that mine is up there past shit. Can't think of that area.
I'd avoid that one.
Well, we wasn't hunting bears up there. We was actually just riding up there, and all of a sudden, Oya provoking the damn grizzly. Grizzly almost got her, but she got her boat action on her all the time, so she took it down fairly quickly.
Did you get the one in from the that usually stays in front of the mine?
Yep, that one right there.
Decided it.
I'd stay away from that one. That one's sacred.
Yeah, that's the sacred one. Yeah. I think she was trying to go up there to see if anybody was in that mine, and that one right there wanted to tear her damn ass off.
Hey. Well, she wanted to see people in there. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, but I don't think they'd make it in there with him standing out in front of there in that mine.
Yeah. Well, when we saw it, it wasn't like right directly in front of the mine. It was kind of down the hill a little bit. And I think because she took a horse over there and galloping through the trees, and it kind of got the bear's attention.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah, it was pretty rough last night. You know, we started to head back and
I love this outfit so
ran
much
into
on her,
another
man.
bear.
It's
Big
so
old
good.
black bear. At the same time, 3 wolves came out right behind it. So it was a good time. Had a little bit of fun.
Hey, at least y'all looked out for each other.
Yeah.
I think all the rangers are still up in their little meeting room.
Wait, was the meeting today?
There's a meeting today.
It was over at the watchtower by the Heartlands, wasn't it? Or was the one up, one farther up north, by Roanoke?
Scarlet Meadows one.
Yeah, I figured it was that one. I don't know how to get up there. That one. I've been up there yet, so rather not ride by myself. I wait here and I let Buzz know, you know, that didn't know my way up there. Didn't see anybody here. I know he mentioned to me yesterday it'd been 7 p.m. New York time.
Wonder how long it's gonna take. I might have to get off. I might get off Tibbit here if they're not gonna come in about 20 minutes. Or I'll go explore around with her. So why did you two want to become rangers?
Well, for me, my father was a marshal, and my mother was an attorney. So I was kind of like just kind of molded to do a job kind of in this field. Didn't really want to follow after my father's footsteps. Wanted to kind of forge my own path in life. So, being that there wasn't many other options, you know, other than being a criminal and doing something I'm gonna regret, decided to go ahead and become a ranger. Medical just ain't in my blood. No, I just felt like I wasn't intrigued or very much interested in it, but I still wanted to do something that was for the people, you know, be a man of the people.
Yeah, I just wanted to serve a higher purpose than just myself. That's all.
Fair enough.
You know, that meeting was senior rangers only.
No, Buzz told me yesterday that we could have went up there.
No, yeah, the actual meeting was for everybody. But Buzz and I forget her name. I do apologize. The game warden wanted to speak to the senior Isla. It was either Isla or Isla. I couldn't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Isla.
They just wanted to talk to the senior rangers, and everyone else was free to go.
Okay.
Well, quite frankly, at the moment I think there's more recruits than rangers.
Probably.
That's what it seemed like.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Alright, I think we're gonna end our stream here, guys. I am getting tired. I don't really want to. I'll still be on Tibbit. I just don't want to. I don't know how long this is gonna take for the Rangers to get back, and I don't want to dilly dally for the next 30 minutes with not much to do. You'll probably see me on some other streams. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on Tuesday for the next stream. Until then.